Hey, what's happening, everybody? Oops, forgot to stop the music. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. I'm your host, Donovan TPS, and welcome to the Donovan TPS YouTube channel for tonight for script reading number 4 or 5, I think, of the Unproduced script series. What this is, basically, in a nutshell, first off, thank you, everybody, for joining me, the cast, who will be revealed throughout to avoid spoilers, because we have some great performers. So you're going to see them as they come on, and I'm super excited because we have performers from all around the country and the world today. So I'm super pumped about that, and I'm super pumped about tonight's script. We're doing the Super Mario Brothers 1991 draft. So there were a few different drafts before the 1993 film, and this was actually, I believe, one of the first drafts, and it's very very different from what we got in the original. And as a matter of fact, the other 2 or 3 before the 1993 are also very different. But I wanted to pick this one because it was the first, and I thought, hey, this would be super fun to do. And as you know, these events always take a little bit, like more like 2 hours, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be fun. But I don't want to dilly dally anymore. I want to jump right into it. So without any further ado, Danny George will be starting the narration up until page 40 or 41 or whatever I put. They know. First 40 pages. And then Merle is going to start at page 41. So without any further ado, Danny, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Super Mario Brothers 1991. Here we go. Danny, take it away. Thank you. Woo!
Fade in on rain, pouring in sheets in black and white, pelting sidewalks, rooftops, dripping from blackened leafless trees. It pours from the mouth of a gargoyle rain spout into swollen gutters and down into the black maw of a storm drain. A man's stooped figure shuffles quickly along the dark, deserted street. Lightning strikes, and we see his face. Darting frightened looks behind him. He's old, white-haired, a loyal servant to the kings. He hurries across the street and up the brick steps of an old Gothic church in the heart of a city. Super, Brooklyn, New York, 20 years ago. Now we see the purpose of his mission, for he is clutching an infant swaddled in bunting. He looks around furtively, then kneeling, sets the child to rest in front of the church doors. He takes something, glistening red, from his coat pocket. It's a mushroom-shaped locket on a gold chain. The locket has a large ruby on its front. He wads it up and carefully tucks it inside the blanket. We see the beautiful face of the baby girl, her luminous green eyes peeking back at the old man, who kisses the tips of his fingers and lovingly presses them to the baby's lips. He holds them there. Then, rising, he grabs the huge door knocker and brings it down, again and again. He takes one last look at the baby and then hastens through the pelting rain. The old church door opens with a creak. A nun, full habit, peers quizzically out. Spotting the child, she gasps and begins shouting, though we cannot hear her, back inside the church. The nun scoops up the infant as an elderly priest and others appear from the inside. They crowd around anxiously, gesturing. As the nun carries the baby inside, no one sees the shiny object falling from the folds of the baby's blanket. It tumbles to the steps under a pouring rain spout as the church doors close. We stay with the ruby locket as the hard rush of water begins to sweep it away. It becomes entangled with the twig and begins moving faster, caught in the current and debris. It comes to rest on the lip of a sewer grating, pauses there, then slips through the iron bars into the blackness below. Exterior, staircase leading to a deserted alley, night. The old man scurries down the steps. Suddenly, he stops, sensing evil close by. The enormous shadow of a menacing figure fills the stairway. The old man whirls to see the silhouette of him at the top of the stairs. Tall, powerful, his black cape billowing in the wind. His voice is deep and as cruel as midnight.
Where is the child?
The old man turns to escape down the steps, but another shadowy figure, its black armor glinting in the dim light, is now at the bottom of the steps, blocking the way.
Tell me, or you will feel pain, old man. you will writhe in ceaseless, excruciating agony. Tell me!
Terror-stricken, the old man grabs his chest, suddenly keels over and dies of a heart attack. The armored figure kneels over him.
He's dead.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
Cut to the gargoyle rain spout as lightning flashes its hideous face across thunder booming. We fade into exterior Brooklyn, New York, daytime. Pan from New York City skyline past Brooklyn Bridge to the window of tenement. Super Brooklyn, New York, present day. As we push into the window, we see a stream of water shoot across the room and hear the sounds of a plumber at work.
Give me a quarter spud, quick.
Interior, tenement apartment, bathroom, daytime. Mario, wearing dirty red overalls and a red cap, is on his hands and knees trying to hook up an old-fashioned clawfoot bathtub to the cold and hot water pipes. He's a short, powerful bulldog of a man, gruff and caustic. His face is softened only slightly by a wide handlebar mustache. Luigi, his younger brother, wearing dirty green overalls, also sports a big black mustache. Tall and gangly, shy and whimsical, Luigi has a lot of little boy in him. Right now he's sitting on the edge of the tub, lost in reverie. He squeezes a plastic tugboat and it toots.
Toot, toot, toot.
Luigi. Luigi!
Preoccupied, Luigi lifts a monkey wrench, holding it over Mario. Mario gropes the air. Exasperated, he raises up to see where it is, smacking his head on the wrench. Yelping in pain, he angrily grabs the toy from Luigi, throwing it against the wall.
Would you quit playing with tub toys? Give me that!
He snatches the wrench out of Luigi's hand and dives down to stop the flow of water. Luigi goes to the window, looks out dreamily.
I'm gonna tell her today, Mario. I'm gonna tell her I love her.
Big mistake, little brother. Look, you want to love something, get a Cocker Spaniel. If it don't work out between you, you can take it to the park and ditch it. With a woman, it's different.
I'm gonna tell her.
Fine. Just don't come crying to me when she stomps your guts.
The wrench slips off the pipe and Mario silently curses.
Maybe I can help. Give me the wrench.
Give you the wrench? I sooner give an AK-47 to a baby. I gotta go to the truck to dread some pipe. Touch this. And I become an only child.
Mario trumps out. Luigi cocks a defiant eye at the pipes. Interior, same scene later on the pipes. Now, almost a modern art sculpture piece. From the hot and cold water outlets, the pipes go left, right, up and down until they connect with the tub. Luigi turns on the hot and cold faucets and the water flows out. He smiles, satisfied with his work.
Perfect.
He taps a pipe with a wrench. It makes a musical ding. He taps another pipe, sounding a deeper note. Amused, he begins tapping out a catchy little syncopated rhythm, dancing as he does, lost in playful improvisation until he whirls and suddenly is face to face with Mario. Luigi smiles sheepishly, then steps aside, showing his work.
Job done, Mario.
Mario just stares at the unbelievable mess, dropping his tools to the floor with a crash. Exterior, street outside tenement. Luigi and a steaming Mario come down the steps, lugging tools. Their van, parked at the curb, is an old model step van, a converted milk truck. Emblazoned on its side is Mario Brothers, and in smaller letters, Ace Plumbers.
I leave you alone for 10 minutes. 10 minutes and look at what happens. You turn a 1-hour job into a 3-hour job, and we end up losing money. How do you expect us to stay in business when you...
Turning, Mario notices Luigi isn't next to him. His brother has stopped to give money to a homeless beggar.
What are you doing? What are you doing? We're gonna go broke. You give your money away like that to a panhandler?
Shh. You could hurt his feelings.
I prefer the title Vice President of Curbside Collections.
The panhandler moves on. Mario just looks at him a beat, the bile rising. Luigi starts to walk away in the opposite direction.
Hey, where are you going?
To see Hildy. I should get her something. Can you lend me $10?
On Luigi, as a wrench comes flying at him from off screen. He ducks, and the wrench smashes the back window of the Mario Brothers van. Luigi looks at the smashed window, then back to Mario off screen.
So can I have the 10?
Interior, flower shop, daytime. We open on Hildy, age 21, watering the flowers and plants with a spray gun hose. She is ethereally beautiful, with sparkling green eyes, the look of a storybook princess. But this princess was raised in Brooklyn, which naturally has ingrained lots of attitude in her. She's sweet, but full of spunk. Vinny, a wolf in gold chains galore, is trying to come onto her.
No, Vinny, get it through your head. I'm not going out with you.
What's the problem, princess? Didn't we have fun together?
We went out once. I gave you a black eye. Doesn't that tell you something?
So maybe we ought to give it another shot.
I'll give you another shot if you don't get out of here.
Hey, I'm not moving till you tell me you're going out with me. What do you say to that?
Exterior, flower shop. Vinny, soaking wet, muttering curses, exits the store past Luigi. Cleaned up from the day's work, he neatens his hair, steeling himself for the big moment when he finally tells Hildy he loves her. Holding something behind him, he enters. Interior, flower shop, and marches to Hildy, whose back is turned.
Hildy.
Hi.
Hildy, I've got something to say to you.
Yes?
Claire, another clerk, watches eagerly from the counter. Hildy waits for him to say, I love you. She is achingly beautiful at this moment, a beauty that causes Luigi to melt and lose his nerve.
Got you these.
From behind his back, Luigi produces a bouquet of daisies. Claire rolls her eyes. Hildy happily takes the flowers from Luigi.
They're beautiful, Luigi. That's so sweet of you.
Mr. Fielding, the store owner, angrily comes from the back, carrying an arrangement of wedding flowers.
Is this the arrangement you did for the Ciccarelli wedding?
Wow, you did this? What are these?
They're anthuriums at $5 a stem. That's what they are. The Ciccarelli wedding was a $8-9 economy deal. That means carnations and lots of baby breath.
Mr. Fielding, I just wanted to make it a little special.
For $8-9, you don't get special. You get carnations and baby breath.
Excuse me, Mr. Fielding. What Hildy is trying to say, I think, is that when two people fall in love and decide to make a lifetime commitment, it's like the launching of a ship on the sea of matrimony. Now, you don't want to launch that ship with just a cheap bottle of wine. No, you want to smash a fine champagne across its bow. And who cares what it costs, Mr. Fielding? Because there are some things you can't put a price on. That's what you meant, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
You are a mental case.
Scowling, Fielding takes the arrangement, marching into the back.
That was wonderful.
Luigi shrugs, motions it was no big deal. Awkward beat.
Well, I guess I better get back to work. Maybe we can have lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, terrific. I'd like that.
Okay, I'll see ya.
Okay, bye. Thanks for the flowers.
Luigi nods and walks to the door. Claire sidles up to Hildy.
It won't kill you to admit it, honey. Tell him you love him.
Hildy smiles coyly, smelling the daisies Luigi brought her. Exterior, flower shop, daytime. Luigi exits, angry at himself for not declaring his love. Camera moves across the street to an alley where, in the shadows, a dark figure watches the flower shop. Ominous music suggests his evil intent. Interior, brother's apartment at night. A cramped, sparsely furnished one-room apartment. In between stacks of plumbing tools and supplies are the bunk beds. Pictures of their deceased mother and father hang on the wall. A morose Luigi sits at a kitchenette table, picking at a plate of spaghetti. Mario hardly devours his spaghetti, his head buried in the book, avoiding bankruptcy.
Why couldn't I tell her? Why?
Because your 8 brain cells finally joined hands and did something right. You're better off, like I said.
I know what you said, Mario. Just because you got hurt once by a woman.
Mario glares at him over the magazine. This is a subject he's told Luigi never to bring up.
You mean Brenda? Why don't you say her name, Brenda? I can say it. She doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I've practically forgotten about how 3 days before our wedding, she ran off with a caterer. I'm over it.
Good. Dr. Joyce's brother says we all gotta, move on.
Maybe you should take her advice, Luigi. Move on. Then I could have this luxury apartment all to myself.
You afraid of that?
Afraid of what?
If I get married someday and move out, you'll be alone.
Are you nuts? When Ma died, she made me promise to take care of you. You think it's been fun playing nursemaid for 15 years? Maybe you get out of here and I can get my life.
Mario takes his plate to the sink. Regretting his harsh words, he looks back at Luigi, who sits there, hurt.
Ah, Manglanina.
I like it with mushrooms.
Hey, I had to make a few cutbacks in case you didn't notice. We're not in the best financial shape here, and if I don't come up with some cash real soon, I'm gonna say arrivederci to my kneecaps.
I told you not to borrow money from those men.
Hey! I'll make the business decisions. It was either Big Eddie or Chapter 11.
I'll be outside.
Hey, put on a sweater. Last thing I need is you catching a cold.
Mario turns back to the dishes. Luigi smiles, warmed by Mario's gruff but motherly care. Exterior, fire escape, outside brother's apartment, at night. There's a light rain. Luigi sits, gazing at the night sky. We see what Luigi sees. The lighted towers of the Brooklyn Bridge is in the distance. Beautiful halos emanating from street lamps, all accompanied by a musical theme that articulates this magical moment. We'll call this Luigi's theme. Luigi smiles and closes his eyes, drifting off. A brightly colored butterfly, its wings almost luminescent, flits around his head, landing on the fire escape rail, as we see Hildy, carrying an umbrella, walking down the sidewalk across the street. A man at her side. It is raining hard now, and we move closer and see that the man is Luigi. They are holding hands. They smile at each other in love. Suddenly, Hildy gestures to something in the gutter. It's the ruby locket caught in the torrent. Luigi runs after it and snatches it just before it drops into a storm drain. Holding the locket up, he turns back to Hildy. She smiles. Then suddenly from the darkness, a reptilian claw reaches out, covering her face, and pulls her into an alley.
Hildy!
Luigi runs to the alley entrance, and there is nothing, no one there, just her upturned umbrella. The rain beats down. He looks at the ruby locket in his hand, and it disappears. We close shot to Luigi.
Hildy!
He sits up in the top bunk bed, slamming his head on the ceiling.
Hildy! Ow! Ow!
Shut up!
Luigi leans over the edge of the bed and sees Mario's head looking at him over the edge of the lower bunk.
Mario, I had this dream. I found this piece of jewelry, and when I turned back to Hildy, a big, scaly lizard claw hand came out, and
Shut up! Shut up!
But Mario!
Shut up!
But
Mario holds a stern warning finger, silencing Luigi. Luigi falls back into his bed, upset by his vivid dream. Exterior brothers' tenement, daytime. Luigi walks down the tenement front steps and stops as he sees two goons, low-level mafia enforcers loitering on the sidewalk below. Luigi continues down, stepping around them, avoiding a confrontation. But they step out, blocking his way.
Mr. Delpino's got a question. He wants to know when you and your brother are going to start meeting your loan commitments.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, when?
Mario, wearing his best polyester suit and carrying a valise, hustles down the tenement steps.
Hey, you leave him alone. You don't touch my brother. You got a problem, you deal with me.
Okay, we'll deal with you.
The goons grab Mario, looking like they're going to stomp him. A black Cadillac pulls to the curb. A backseat window powers down to reveal Big Eddie, a huge scarred hood, the goon's boss.
Mario, a little trouble here?
Oh, hey, Mr. Delfino, how you doing? I was just gonna call you. Got a big job coming up. I should be able to start paying you off real soon.
Big Eddie considers this, then motions to the goons to get in the car.
You know I'm counting on that, Mario.
The window powers up and the car pulls away.
You okay?
I told you not to borrow money from...
Shut up, Luigi. Just shut up!
Mario picks up his valise and walks gruffly away. Close on the office door. Sign reads, Department of Water and Power. Mario enters. Interior, office, daytime. A dour receptionist looks up from her magazine, coolly noting Mario's entrance. There's a history here.
He's busy, and you don't have an appointment.
Says who?
He marches to a door marked City Engineer and enters. Interior, City's Engineer office. Chief Engineer Ed Farley, 50s, is lining up a putt. His expensive set of golf clubs in a $2,000 ostrich skin bag sit in the corner. He glances up, frowning, as Mario enters and dumps a stack of blueprints from his valise on Farley's desk.
My revised plans.
Farley goes back to his golf game, ignoring Mario.
Look, Farley, I'm sick of getting the runaround from you. Just look at these plans and give me the okay. Okay?
Mario! I can tell from here they're not gonna work!
He puts the ball into a cup, lines up another putt.
What are you trying to do? Ruin me? Look, I got a $10,000 retrofit job waiting on these plans. I don't deliver and I'm out of business.
You know, Mario, the thing about golf is, if you want to play the game, you have to pay the right green fees. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Farley smiles and nods. He puts the ball. Mario steps in the way, angrily kicking it aside.
But I don't want to do that kind of business, Farley. I don't pay bribes. We got laws in this country. This is the US of A. This is America.
No, Mario. This is Brooklyn. And don't come back till you're ready to cooperate, you greaseball shrimp.
Hand on the doorknob, Mario freezes. Blood in his eye, he slowly turns back to Farley. There's one insult you don't use on Mario. Don't ever refer to his height.
Excuse me? You call me something?
What? Greaseball?
No. The other thing.
Farley's office window, outside. A golf ball comes sailing out, breaking the window.
Crash.
Beat. Then the $2,000 ostrich skin bag and graphite shaft clubs crash through the glass on their way to the street below. Exterior, Brothers' tenement, daytime. Luigi is balancing an empty pop bottle on his nose to the delight of the neighborhood kids. The bottle falls and he catches it.
Whoa! Don't want to break this. A genie could have lived in there.
The kids all give derisive hoots.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Story time. There was once this poor fisherman out in the ocean in this little boat. He throws his net out and he catches this old bottle. Not this one, similar. Had a screw top. Anyway, he unscrews the top and a big cloud comes out and it turns into a genie.
Does the genie make him rich?
No. This genie wants to kill the fisherman. Why? The genie says, "When I first got stuck in this bottle, I said, whoever releases me, I'll give him $1 bazillion. But 100 years went by and nobody found the bottle. So the genie said, whoever releases me now, I'll give him season tickets to the Knicks.
Wow, season tickets?
And parking too. But still, nobody found the bottle. Now the genie is PO'd. So he says, first guy I see when I get out of here. Bam! To the moon, Alice. And that means you, fisherman. But the poor little fisherman, he's smart. He plays an angle. He says, I don't believe you're really a genie. You're too big to fit in that little bottle. Oh yeah, says the genie. I'll prove it to ya. So the genie shrunk down and went back inside the bottle. And the fisherman screwed the top back on and threw it back into the sea. So what's it all mean? It means no matter how big, how powerful the guy, you can always beat him with this.
New angle shows Mario, having just come from the DWP office, standing there listening to this.
Only in fairy tales, kids. Not in real life. Not in Brooklyn.
The kids look from Mario to Luigi, not sure who to believe. A vendor pushing an ice cream cart comes by.
Ice is on me.
Yeah!
The kids shout yeah and scramble to the cart.
Mario, how'd it go? You get the okay?
Just a few minor details to work out.
Hey, I got some good news too. I got us a job.
What kind of job?
Interior and exterior van, moving, daytime. Mario and Luigi are driving down a Brooklyn street.
So you bid at this at our usual rate?
No, a little under.
How much under?
The van stops in front of the same church from the opening sequence.
Well, we're here.
Luigi starts to get out. Mario grabs his arm.
How much under?
Free?
Exterior, church, daytime. Luigi and an angry Mario go up to the front steps, carrying tools.
But the sister said it was just a little drip.
I'm not in the charity business, Luigi. I don't care if it's St. Catherine's. They want me to do a job. They're going to pay for the job. I'm cutting no freebie deals. Sister or no sister, I'm looking her right in the face, and I'm going to tell her...
Mario turns and sees a sweet-looking, white-haired nun from the first sequence, now 20 years older, at the open door.
Hello, you must be the plumbers.
I heard you have a little drip there, sister.
Interior, church basement. A continuous drip of water splashes into a large puddle on the floor in this cavernous, musty tomb of crumbling masonry. Mario shines his flashlight high up to where the drip is coming from, an ancient network of unbelievably rusted pipes.
Holy mother of God, these pipes got to be like 1,000,000 years old. Hey, whatever you do, don't break anything.
Same scene, later. Mario is high up on a ladder amid the jungle of pipes, looking for the leak with a flashlight. Luigi is below, holding the unstable ladder for him. It wobbles.
Oh, hold the ladder still.
Mario sees the leak and a pipe next to a 12-inch sewer pipe.
Found it right near the sewer line. All right, a simple patch job we got here. We got to get out. We're out of here.
Mario's flashlight goes out. He taps it. It's still dead.
Hey, give me your flashlight. Mine's dead.
Luigi's flashlight is lying on his tool chest, just out of his reach. He doesn't want to let loose of the ladder, so he holds it steady with one hand and stretches stretches to reach the flashlight with the other hand, practically doing the splits. And just as he grabs the flashlight, a large rat runs over his hand. He shrieks, stumbling back against the ladder, causing it to tip crazily, sending Mario crashing into brittle pipes, breaking them. Rusty water rains out, soaking Mario.
Luigi!
The ladder rocks back the other way. Mario crashes into more pipes, breaking them. Water jets out in all directions. The ladder falls out from under him, and Mario grabs onto the sewer pipe, hanging on. It creaks under his weight.
Luigi, the ladder!
Luigi scrambles to the right the ladder as water pours down on him from the busted pipes. The sewer pipe creaks some more. Mario looks up at it.
No way, it's gonna break! Luigi!
Crack! The sewer pipe breaks. Mario falls as ugly, blackish sludge gunges from the broken line. Mario splashes into what is now a knee-deep pool of water, landing on Luigi. They come sputtering up from the top of the steps. They hear,
Everything all right down there, boys?
You don't have that little drip anymore, sister.
Tell her we also entail a swimming pool free of charge.
Suddenly, Luigi sees something glowing under the water.
Mario, look!
As Luigi reaches for it, Mario beats him to it and comes up with the ruby locket, encrusted with sludge. Mario wipes it off its surface, looking at it mesmerized.
Must have been stuck in the pipe for years. Wonder if it's legit.
It's the locket in my dream, Mario. It's the one. It's the same one.
Luigi reaches for it. Mario knocks his hand away.
Hey, this could get us off the hook. We clean up this mess and we find out what this baby's worth.
Interior jewelry shop, nighttime. The jeweler, a silver-haired man in his 60s, is trying to open the locket with a jeweler's pick, but it remains closed.
It won't open.
Hey, never mind that. What about the stone there?
The jeweler examines the ruby with his loupe as Mario waits expectantly.
I've never seen a finer ruby in all my life. It's flawless. Where did you get it?
I found it, yeah.
Pause. The jeweler eyes Mario suspiciously.
Get out of here before I call the cops.
Interior, exterior, van, nighttime. Mario gets into the van that's parked in front of the jewelry shop. Luigi sits in the passenger seat, sulking.
I'll just play ball until he comes back. Hey, so what do you got for here? I don't know. I didn't like his offer. Mario, we can't sell it. I can't explain, but for some reason I know we're meant to find it. Damn right we're meant to find it. This is the one thing that we're going to do. It's keeping us alive past tomorrow.
Mario puts the locket in a small drawstring bag, slips it into the pocket of his overalls, zips it up. Luigi eyes the pocket. Exterior, flower shop, daytime. We see Hildy through the window working. Camera angles to show the reflection of a man on the sidewalk staring in at her. He is tall, powerful, oddly dressed, about 20 years behind the times, but there is something wicked lurking beneath the surface. Interior, flower shop. Hildy is getting some flowers out of the cooler. As she closes the glass, she sees the reflection of the man in the glass. Startled, she rolls to see Mr. Cooper at the counter. His manner is stiff, his movements wooden, artificial, like an alien trying to play a human.
Did I startle you?
It's okay. I'm a little jumpy since I switched to decaf.
She laughs. He doesn't, not getting the joke. Then taking her cue, he utters forced, mechanical laughter. She eyes him, thinking this guy is weird.
Can I help you, sir?
I am looking for a woman. Hildegard Smith.
You from the lottery?
No.
Never heard of her.
You are Hildegard Smith!
Okay, look, if it's about those library books.
You were left at St. Catherine's Church as a baby. You have a birthmark on your left arm, behind the elbow.
Look, what do you want, mister?
He touches a rose in a display on the counter, admiring it.
Koopa, what I want is to take you away from here.
Really? That's just great. I've been waiting for a guy just like you.
Koopa grins, believing he's making a good impression.
Tall, creepy, with the suit that went out with the Nixon administration. Now, why don't you get out of...
You don't understand. I was hired by your parents.
My parents are dead.
No. You were kidnapped from them as a child. They are here in New York now and want to see you.
She stares at him, shocked by this news. His penetrating eyes bore into her. They are most hypnotic.
Now, show me the mark.
She holds out her left arm. He turns it over and on the underside sees a birthmark that resembles an upside-down mushroom. Koopa's eyes gleam. At last, he has her. Exterior, Brothers' Tenement, daytime. Mario is standing at the curb. He checks his watch. He smiles as Big Eddie's black Cadillac pulls up and stops. The rear door swings open. Mario climbs inside.
Let's have it.
Mario winks and brings out the small drawstring bag. He drops it in Eddie's lap, who looks at it as if it were a turd.
My friend, you can borrow in cash. You pay back in cash.
Hey, don't be so hasty. Take a look at the rock I brung you.
Big Eddie opens the bag and shakes out a rock, a worthless, ordinary rock. Mario looks at it, aghast.
You're a pretty funny guy. Sal, let's go for an egg cream.
Mario grabs back the bag, looking inside. Empty. Oops. He suddenly throws open the door and... Exterior street, daytime. Hits the street running in the opposite direction. The caddy does a screeching 180 and comes barreling back towards Mario.
Luigi, I'm gonna murder you!
Interior, flower shop. On Luigi, coming through the door. He carries a pizza and a box of chocolates. He comes to the counter and dings the bell. Hildy peeks out from the back room and she puts on her sweater.
Be right out.
Luigi notices Koopa loitering near. They make eye contact. A vague warning goes off in Luigi's head. He notices a dead, withered rose with a counter display. The rose Koopa touched. Hildy comes out, flushed with excitement.
Luigi, you're not going to believe this. My parents are alive. They're here in New York.
Hildy, you're kidding me. That's great.
This is Mr. Koopa. They hired him to find me.
Hi, I'm Luigi.
Koopa shakes his hand, but as they shake, Luigi's eyes fix on Koopa's hand. For a split second, it appears not to be a hand at all, but rather the scaly claw of a reptile, just like the claw in Luigi's dream. Luigi blinks. The claw becomes a hand again. Hildy notices the pizza and box of chocolates.
Oh, our lunch. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, and I brought dessert too, your favorite, cream centers.
Luigi, that's very sweet. But can we do this tomorrow? Actually, Mr. Cooper is taking me to my parents right now. They're staying at the Waldorf. Oh, my purse.
Hildy disappears into the back to get her purse. Luigi glances at Koopa, thinks a beat, shrugs. Maybe it was his imagination. He opens the top of the pizza box, offering a piece to Koopa.
Like a piece? Got lots of mushrooms.
I'm allergic to mushrooms.
Koopa tries
Take it away.
Koopa tries to suppress a sneeze. He turns away from Luigi and, from Luigi's point of view, we see Koopa sneeze, belching fire, scorching a hanging fern. Cooper turns back, and from the look on Luigi's face, Cooper knows Luigi is wise to him. Hildy returns from the back with Claire.
Well, you just take all the time you want, honey. I'll cover for you here.
Hildy, I've got to talk to you now.
The taxi is waiting, Miss Smith.
Luigi, I'll talk to you later, okay? There's something important I want to tell you. Bye.
She exits the shop with Cooper. Luigi stands rooted, not knowing what to do. Remembering the ruby locket, he takes it from his pocket, looks at it, and suddenly realizes his mission. Exterior flower shop. Luigi dashes out of the shop as the taxi carrying Cooper and Hildy pulls away from the curb. As it does, we see the taxi driver. He wears a hat pulled low and a muffler to hide his face, but the eyes are cold, hooded like a reptile's. Mario rounds the corner, running all out from the Cadillac. He sees Luigi getting in the van.
Luigi, stop!
The van takes off, Mario in pursuit.
I'll kill him!
On Luigi, steering wildly through traffic, a man on a mission. On Mario, running on the sidewalk, dodging obstacles, screaming and waving his hands, trying to get Luigi's attention. Mario runs and just manages to grab the van's back door handle, as the van screeches around a corner after the taxi. The back door pops open, but Mario hangs on as the door swings wide, sending Mario's outstretched body into the opposite lane, directly into the path of an oncoming truck.
Oh, shit.
And just as Mario is about to become a piece of grill work, the van changes lane, causing the door to swing back, inches out of the way of the truck. Now, Mario looks back and sees the Cadillac flying dead on at him. It's going to ram the van, and Mario's going to be pressed stuck. But Mario gets a foothold on the black bumper and catapults himself into the van, just as the Cadillac hits, rocking the van. Luigi looks back, wondering what gives.
Luigi!
Mario, what are you doing back there?
Coming to murder you!
Luigi is looking back at Mario and doesn't see a bus passing through an intersection in front of them.
Look out!
Luigi turns forward, sees the bus, hits the brakes, and the van spins out, barely missing the bus. The Cadillac brakes and slides sideways into the bus. Inside the van, Mario is thrown to and fro, flying pipes and wrenches battering him upside the head. Luigi spots the taxi, turning into an alley up ahead. Exterior, alley. The van roars into the alley after the taxi. As the taxi passes a loading dock, a truck backs out, blocking the alley. Interior, van. Mario tries to get his feet in the back of the van.
We lost him, Luigi. So I think you can go slow.
Exterior, alley. The van comes to a screeching halt in front of the truck. We hear tools and a body thrown forward. Interior, van. Mario's face is pressed up against the inside of the windshield.
Down!
They're getting away!
Luigi jumps out of the van, giving foot chase. Mario peels himself off the windshield.
Who's getting away?
He looks back and sees the Cadillac roaring down the alley at him. He jumps out, running after Luigi. Exterior, alley dead end. Luigi runs to the empty taxi, its doors thrown open, motor still running. It's parked in front of a small diner with a weathered facade, set incongruously in this back alley. Luigi tries the diner door. It swings in and he enters. Interior, diner. The place is eerily deserted. Thick dust shrouds everything. Oddly, everything, the stools and the counter is at a three-quarter scale.
Hildy?
Let's get one thing straight. We're not chasing anyone. We're being chased. All because of, oh my God, excuse me. You took that locket. So just hand it.
Mario sees the menu board over the counter, which stops him dead, because on it are very strange entrees.
Hold on. Frog kebabs? Frog dogs? Frog on a stick? I wonder why this place is empty.
Luigi moves through the swinging door to the back, into interior diner back room. what should be the kitchen, but is instead a weird little room dominated by a huge pipe rising from the center of the floor. Luigi goes to the pipe, looking down, seeing Hildy's purse lying 5 feet from where the pipe turns left. Spooky, faraway sounds come from the pipe. Mario joins him. We hear Big Eddie's goons enter the front room. Luigi points down to Hildy's purse, but Mario thinks he's signaling where to hide. Mario nods as they jump into the pipe. Luigi picks up the purse and starts to say, "Hildy's purse," to Mario, who gestures, "Quiet," and pulls Luigi into the darkness so they can't be seen from above. The goons walk into the room and look down into the pipe, not seeing them. The goons leave. Mario heaves a relieved sigh.
You almost got me killed, you idiot. Now give me the damn locket.
Mario grabs for Luigi's pocket. The locket falls and slides away into the darkness of the pipe. Both brothers dive for it, grappling for the locket, knocking it farther from their grasp, and suddenly an unearthly wind kicks up. It's sucking them further into the pipe. Mario puts his legs out trying to stop, but it's no use. The wind is too powerful. As the terrific speed, the brothers go sliding and screaming down a series of twisting, turning cylindrical chutes. Suddenly, we see light at the end of the tunnel, and we cut to exterior, the open end of the pipe, daytime. It sticks out of a grassy meadow, which is at the top of the screen. The sky is at the bottom. The brothers shoot out of the pipe downward into the sky, and as we follow them, camera turns right side up. The brothers stop midair, and as if gravity has reversed itself, they fall back to the ground and land in a heap, Luigi on top of Mario. Behind them, the pipe they fell out of recedes into the ground, preventing their escape.
Get off of me! Get off of me! The locket!
Both brothers spot it at once, lying on the ground. They grapple for it, ad-libbing.
It's mine! Give it to me!
No,
They bump into the base of another pipe sticking out of the ground, and as they wrestle, we tilt up to see, rising out of the pipe, a green-stalked plant, 6 feet high, topped with a bulbous blood-red flower, startlingly beautiful and big as a watermelon. It stirs, its petals part, revealing 2 rows of teeth, the jaws of the man-eating piranha plant. The brothers roll back and forth beneath it, unaware as the jaws of the plant come in and strike. Once, twice, but each time the unsuspecting brothers roll away just in time. Now Luigi, pinned under Mario, looks over his brother's shoulder and sees the jaws descending on his brother's head.
Mario, look out!
You think I'm falling for that trick now? Give it to me!
The jaws widen. Luigi socks Mario in the jaw, knocking him aside just as the plant strikes. Luigi rolls out of the way. Furious, Mario turns to tear into Luigi when he sees the plant. The jaws lunge at him and he jumps back, landing on his butt. The brothers give each other, "Where the hell are we?" looks. Mario looks behind him and sees an otherworldly landscape, a meadow dotted with dozens of pipes, all with piranha plants sticking out of them. Stupefied, the brothers exchange astonished looks.
Luigi, you ever seen this part of Brooklyn before?
Exterior, forest, daytime. The brothers are creeping through the dark, misty forest. Shrill hoots and calls of strange wildlife sound in the distance.
Look, no matter how weird, no matter how strange this may seem, there's got to be a logical explanation.
Okay, logical. So maybe we're dead. Or we're having a dream.
Better.
This doesn't feel like a dream, Mario.
Yeah, you're right. And for right now, let's say we rule out dead.
We forgot one thing. The guy in the flower shop. I'm sure he took Hildy into the same pipe we came down. That means she's got to be here too.
Yeah, but where is here? It sure ain't Queens National Forest.
Central Park?
Nah, no beer cans, no dead bodies. I think we're out of the city.
Suddenly, we hear,
Help! Somebody help me!
the brothers freeze, exchange looks.
Sounds like someone's getting mugged.
Maybe we ain't out of the city yet.
Luigi runs toward the voice with Mario close behind. Exterior, another part of the forest. The brothers part some leaves and see a strange sight. On either side of a large tree trunk, 8 feet in diameter, 2 piranha plants are taking turns snapping at a creature which is swinging back and forth between the plants, behind the tree. Just its head is seen as it pops out from behind each side of the trunk.
Stop it! Stop it! I'm poisonous, don't you know that?
The brothers exchange perplexed looks and creep closer. Another angle behind the tree reveals a 3-foot-high toadstool-shaped creature swinging upside down, its ankles trussed in an iron collar attached to an upside-down metronome device. This is Toad, a wisecracking anthropomorphic toadstool. Warily, Mario and Luigi enter the shot, catching sight of Toad, their mouths drop in unison.
Mario, it's a talking mushroom.
I am not a mushroom. Eek! I'm a toadstool. And in case you hadn't noticed, I'm gonna be lunch meat.
Hey, I got it. I know where we are now. This has got to be some kind of nuclear waste theme park. You know, like a mutant world or something.
Excuse me, a little help here.
Luigi steps over and stops the metronome from rocking. Their prey out of reach, the piranha plants descend into the pipes.
Thank you. The release pin is up there.
Luigi goes to pull the release pin above the ankle collar, but Mario stops him.
You know the way back to Brooklyn from here.
You're lost? I'd be glad to guide you home, but it's kind of hard giving you directions when I'm hanging upside down.
He's got a point, Mario.
Luigi pulls the pin. The ankle collar springs open, causing Toad to suddenly fall to the ground with a painful thump. Toad groans, pulling himself erect, feeling his stem.
That did it. I've thrown out my stem again.
A sudden, loud rumbling is heard, and a huge shadow darkens the clearing. The three hit the ground as we see a hover ship passing overhead. Kind of an ancient galleon pirate ship without masts or sails. A wooden armor hull 50 yards long and 20 yards wide, complete with cannons and 2 giant spinning propellers attached to the aft of the ship. It passes them over a hill.
St. Peter on a popsicle stick. What was that?
One of Lord Koopa's warships. He never comes this far south.
Koopa? He's the guy who took Hildy. Come on, Mario.
And he takes off running over the hill after the hover ship.
Luigi!
Toad starts to run in the opposite direction, but Mario grabs him.
Listen, you!
Toad, my name is Toad.
You said you guide us home. Come on!
He grabs Toad and drags him off after a running Luigi.
I did? Actually, I have a pitiful sense of direction.
Exterior, forest clearing. The hover ship has landed. A gangplank has been lowered to the ground. Koopa, still in his 3-piece suit, stands at the bottom of the plank. 3 of Koopa's troopers, fierce-looking soldiers, half-human, with turtle-like armored shells on their backs, reptilian facial features, and molded armor suits, hold the struggling Hildy. Also gathered are a phalanx of spear-toting, burly, bearded, human denizens of the Mushroom Kingdom, called Yilas. They are peasants forced to serve as Koopa's Vichy-like militia. Hildy puts up a good fight. She elbows one of the troopers in the neck and kicks another one in the shins. 2 more troopers jump in to restrain her. 2 Yilas, a captain and lieutenant, watch this struggle.
It's the princess!
The lieutenant grabs his weapon to come to her aid, but Captain stops him.
Steady. We have no power here. Remember that.
The lieutenant nods sadly, and his hand moves over off his weapon. Koopa approaches Hildy.
Where are you taking me?
Oh, we can't hear you, Koopa.
I'm speaking over you. It's the place you've always belonged, princess.
And why do you keep calling me princess? I'm not a princess. I'm from Brooklyn. I ride the BMT.
Beetleman, Koopa's wizard and sycophantic right-hand man, walks down the plank from the ship. Wearing an elaborately embroidered magician's cloak, Beetleman bows with exaggerated servility.
Your Majesty, the kingdom rejoices upon your triumphant return. Your most unworthy subject bows before you.
Stellar groveling Beetleman. Now relieve me of this hideous disguise.
Fumbling in his cloak, Beetleman pulls out a wand, which he waves in the air over Cooper's head, and as he does so, Cooper begins to transform. His human form melts away, replaced by one that is half man, half reptile. His hands stretch into scaly claws. His suit turns into imperial black outfit and cloak. Now he's one horrific dude, and greatly relieved to be back in his old skin again.
Thanks. I needed that.
Hildy looks at him, terrified.
Impressed!
She unleashes a blood-curdling scream. Cooper angrily motions, and the trooper takes her up the ramp into the ship.
She appears quite taken with you, my lord.
On a hill, overlooking the clearing, Luigi watches, agonized over what to do. Hildy is taken into the ship. Then Mario and Toad arrive at his side.
It's Koopa. Stay down.
Luigi immediately stands up in clear view and shouts,
Stop! You can't take my Hildy!
and rushing forward, Luigi trips over a log and tumbles down the hill, rolling to a stop nearly at Koopa's feet.
Well, we have a visitor.
Koopa sees Mario and Toad being brought forward at spear point by Yila militiamen.
And he's brought friends. I do hope you'll be able to stay and sample our warm hospitality.
Cut to Mario and Luigi, bound by ropes to a tree. Luigi's back is to the tree, and Mario's back is against Luigi.
Hey, this is great, Luigi. This is just great. Right now, we're supposed to be at Mrs. Fieldman's installing a sink. But no! You gotta lead us into some psychotic fairyland.
The trio sees Koopa conferring with one of his troopers on the deck in his nearby hover ship.
And that guy, geez, looks like an escapee from the Bronx Zoo reptile tank.
Koopa finishes with the trooper and looks down on them.
Cooper, we can't hear you.
Sorry I can't stay, but have a wonderful death.
Death? Whoa. Hey, we can talk.
You can't get away with this! I'll come after you as long as I live!
Which you should be about a half-minute longer, if you get my point. Ha ha!
A giant goring pole loaded into a huge crossbow launcher is being pushed into place, pointed at them, a mere 30 yards away. The pole, 4 feet in diameter and 20 feet long, looks like a battering ram with a sharpened point. 2 Yila militiamen strain to crank the pole back into a cocked position.
Cheese and crackers, it's a stud.
Cooper erupts in villainous cackling as his ship elevates and roars off. The militiamen finish cranking the pole into a fully cocked position. The Yila lieutenant stands next to them.
Loaded and ready, Captain.
The Yila captain stands off to the side, ready to give the countdown. Toad pleads the brothers' case.
But they haven't even had a trial.
Silence, or you'll join them.
Like I said, who needs a trial?
Commence countdown.
Mario and Luigi are sweating bullets.
There's gotta be something. The ruby. Luigi, give him the locket.
5,
Mario, you mean bribe them?
Yes.
4,
Luigi tries to reach for his pocket, but his arm is pinned.
I can't reach it!
3.
Would you stop it? We're trying to bribe you.
Mario squirms, reaches back into Luigi's pocket. Yila lieutenant's hands near the release mechanism.
2.
Mario's fingers grab the ruby locket.
Wait. We'll give you this.
1.
Mario drops the locket on the ground. As a hand reaches for the release mechanism, the Healer captain sees the locket.
Halt.
He strides to the locket, picks it up. A sudden look of awe in his eyes. He holds it aloft, showing it to the others.
They bear the royal ruby locket. The prophecy has come to pass.
The Healers gasp and prostrate themselves on the ground.
All hail the mighty warriors.
The Healers shout, "Hail!" The brothers trade perplexed looks.
What's it mean, Mario?
I think it means they ain't gonna whack us.
The captain barks command. The two men jump up and begin untying the brothers. Toad, next to the goring pole release mechanism, has quickly switched his allegiance back to the boys.
See, I told you they were okay. Didn't I?
Excitedly gesturing, he accidentally knocks against the release lever, launching the pole. It whooshes forward, and from the brothers' point of view, we see the pole hurtling straight at them. There's a scream, a tremendous splintering crash, and we see the tree they're tied to, or what's left of it, and the brothers splayed out on either side of it, having leaned away from the disaster by inches. Mario stares bullets at Toad, who returns a sheepish shrug. Exterior, a forest path, daytime. An old wooden cart is being pulled down the path by a horse. In the cart sits Mario, Luigi, Toad, the Healer captain, and his lieutenant. A Healer militiaman drives.
Somebody could be Yeehaw captain. Whoever wants to come up. Or Nelson can play both.
20 years ago, Koopa crashed the king's forces and seized power. The royal family was wiped out, all but the king and his daughter. Some say our king died in the fighting, but we believe he still lives. And all these years, Koopa's forces have enslaved us, made us take arms against our own people. But now, at last, we shall be liberated. You, the warriors of prophecy, you who will vanish Koopa, have finally come to save us.
All right, suppose, big hypothetical here, that we aren't these warriors. What would happen?
The Healer's hands move to their weapons.
We would kill you.
Yeah, we're those guys. Yep, we're them.
A wider shot shows the cart headed towards a village.
Of course they are. I knew it the moment I saw him, and I know exactly who we need to see. My old friend, Walton the Wizard. He'll know what to do.
Dissolve to exterior village path, daytime. The cart jerks to a halt. Mario looks up and sees the Wizard Union Hall, Mate. A sign above the door reads, Wizard Union Hall, Local 123.
Wait till the Teamsters get a load of this.
Interior, back room of Wizard Union Hall. Our elderly wizards are sitting at a table playing a game of chance. We feature Walton, the leading elder. He has a magnificent white eyebrows, great tufts of hair growing out of his ears, a flowing white beard. Walton shakes 5 objects in a cup and rolls them across the table. And we see that they're not dice, but eyeballs. They come to rest in various positions. One of the wizards exclaims,
A double Osbach!
A good roll. The other wizards grumble and pay off Walton with a bat winged, or ogre teeth, lizard tails.
You're rolling well today, Walton.
Luck, not magic. And you owe me 3 more ogre's teeth.
The wizard grudgingly pays him. A dirty-faced barboy enters.
Master Walton, visitors to see you.
I'm busy.
They claim to be the prophesized ones.
The wizards at the table suddenly exchange meaningful looks. Interior, front room of Wizards Union Hall. In the front room, a couple of ancient wizards doze in chairs. A bar runs along one wall. There are various dusty paintings of great wizards of the past hanging on the wall. Frankly, the place has gone to seed a bit. A buxom barmaid tends bar. Walton throws open the door from the back room with a crash, startling a dozing wizard.
Where are all these warriors of the prophecy?
Luigi waves from across the room. In the background, the Yealer captain stands in the entrance doorway, watching intently.
Yo!
Using a staff, Walton shuffles to Mario and Luigi. Toad stands behind them. Walton looks at the brothers up and down. He sighs and shakes his head. Dismissing them, he turns to walk away, then suddenly whirls and conks Mario on top of the head with his staff. Mario yelps. Walton conks Luigi too. Then, with his staff a blur, he raps both of them rat-a-tat-tat several times, knocking them to the floor.
Actually, I was looking for the caliber of warrior that doesn't fall for an old man with a stick. Imposters.
Walton walks back towards his game when Mario jumps up angrily.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Walton whirls around to rap Mario again, but Mario blocks the staff with his hand, holding it firm.
Swing at me again, Merlin. I'll show you where to cram this stick.
They trade glares. Then Mario releases the staff.
Show him the locket.
Luigi comes forth and shows the locket to Walton. The old wizard inspects it closely.
Yes. This is the royal locket. Inside is the secret to defeating the Lord Koopa. And it will reveal itself only to the true warriors. So, what is the secret? Do you know?
Mario and Luigi exchange blank looks. Walton pockets the locket.
Yes, I thought. Liars, charlatans.
And up next, Merle, continuing stage directions. Give it up for Danny George for the first 40 pages. Merle, whenever you're ready. Thank you.
The Yealer starts to come forward threateningly.
Wait. Look, all we want to do is get back to where we came from. See, we fell down a pipe, and don't ask me how we ended up here. So if you'll just show us the way out.
No!
What do you mean, no?
I mean, I'm not leaving until I bring Hildy back with me.
Luigi, listen. We're plumbers. We're not knights in shining overalls.
I'll do it myself if you don't want to help.
I'll do it myself if I don't want to help.
Mario looks to the Yealer and to Walton. He's between a rock and a hard place, and he knows it.
Oh, jeez.
We are your men. We'll do anything you ask.
Walton eyes them for a long beat, swayed by Luigi's sincerity.
First, you must prove your worthiness by embarking on a dangerous course.
Fine. We get $75 an hour plus overtime.
Luigi throws him a hard look. Mario shrugs. What did I say?
If you succeed, and that is a remote possibility, I guarantee you I will return you to your world infinitely richer than anyone else.
Infinitely richer, eh? That's approaching our rate.
Off to the side, Toad surreptitiously writes a note on a scrap of paper. He slips it to the bar boy, whispering in his ear. Interior steps to Wizard Supply Room Day. Walton leads Luigi, Mario, and Todd down the dark stone steps.
But why does Koopa want Hildy?
Because she is the princess, you dizzle-brain. The last royal blood who has taken to the outer world for safety many years ago. You following this? If she marries Lord Cooper, he will be king. And that will be the end of us.
But she'd never agree to marry him.
They come to an ancient door marked authorized wizards only.
Oh, one moment, please. I've lost my place.
Of course.
Of course not. But love spells can be cast. Bah! I had my mushroom powder, if you know what I mean. I could break the spell in a jibbin.
Walton unlocks the door and it creaks loudly as he opens it. Interior wizard supply room. The cobwebbed shelves, which once held many items of magic, are bare, except for one wooden box. Walton lifts the box, blows off the thick dust right into Mario's face. Mario coughs. On the top of the box, it says Quest Kit. He sets the box on a table, and as he opens it, a squawking, repulsive reptile creature jumps out, startling Mario, Luigi, and Toad.
So that's where you've been hiding all these years.
The creature hops away, squawking. Walton takes an ancient map from the box, unfolding it and putting it on the table.
Koopa has confiscated all our instruments of magic and placed them here, in the pit of no return. If you have the courage to venture there, retrieve my magic wand, I will help you destroy Koopa and rescue the princess.
Whoa. Time out here. You're saying we got to go to a place called the Pit of No Return? Why is it called that?
Well, because everyone who's gone there has never come back.
Mamma mia, I'm sure there must have been the one guy who's made it.
No.
Not one.
No one. That is why it's called the Pit of No Return.
Then if we went and we came back...
You would be the first, yes.
Then you couldn't call it the Pit of No Return.
Oh, I suppose not. We would have to think of another name for the pit.
Oh my God.
Mario indicates a place on the map in the opposite direction of the Pit of No Return.
Hey, what are these pipes here?
Those are the outpipes. The conduit from our world to yours.
You mean we can get back home by going...
We're going to the pit, Mario.
Sure. The pit. The pit. Good times. Okay.
They're going to the pit.
You will join them.
Me?
As a convicted thief, you have two choices. Either go with them or hang out in the forest until you rot.
Can I interest you in a third choice?
Walton raises his staff at Toad, who cowers.
Just checking.
Interior Wizards Union Hall day. Mario, Luigi, and Toad have been outfitted with knapsacks.
In the pit, you will find magic to help you on your quest. But be warned, you must not take more than one of each item.
Thank you for your help, sir. We're gonna come through on this.
Touched, Walton brings 3 silver coins from his pocket and gives them to Luigi.
Here are 3 silver coins. Use them wisely. Now off with you before I lose my patience.
Exterior Wizards Union Hall day. Mario, Luigi, and Toad walk off past some villagers and the Yela captain and the lieutenant. Walton watches from the doorway. The barmaid
Are
comes
they
to-
are they the ones?
I'm afraid so.
The barmaid jumps at Walton's playful pinch on her backside.
Stop that! Oh, stop that.
What can I say? I'm a purse.
Interior Wizards Union Hall day. The bar boy sneaks through the panel behind the bar. Interior bar boy's room day. He uncages a carrier turtle, tying the message that Toad gave him to the turtle's leg.
Fly with this to Lord Cooper's castle.
He sets the turtle on a windowsill. Suddenly, jet flames shoot out from the rear of the turtle's shell, and it shoots into the sky. Exterior road outside village day. Mario and Toad are walking ahead of Luigi.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. That business is in the dumper. And I'm walking down the road with a talking fungus.
Oh, now it starts. The slurs, the insults. Well, if you think I'm happy about this, broom face.
Broom face?
They pass a pile of leaves, and suddenly the leaves stand up. A hand shoots out, startling them.
Spare change?
Now we see that the leaves are actually a man in a black robe with a hood pulled low to conceal his face.
Get a job.
Mario walks on a few steps, and then a flash of realization hits him. He stops, turns, sees Luigi giving the beggar the 3 silver coins. The beggar nods and shuffles away down the road.
No, oh, geez, no, what are you doing?
Mario, he needed the money, and he gave me this.
Luigi opens his hand. In his palm is a single bean.
A bean. This is good. This is good. Get some hamburger and I'll make some chili.
Mario stomps down the road.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on, the hooded beggar, his face concealed, who stops and turns, watching Toad and the brothers walk away. Exterior Koopa's castle, establishing shot, day. Foreboding, mist-enshrouded fortress. We see the carrier turtle zoom toward it, shooting exhaust flames. Interior, Hildy's bedchamber, night. A struggling Hildy is brought into the room by Mugger, Koopa's #1 trooper, and 2 other troopers.
Get your slimy hands off me and let me go.
They release her. She dashes to the door to escape, but Mugger catches her.
Sorry, Princess. Lord Koopa's orders. You're confined to quarters.
Mugger and the troopers exit, locking the door. She bangs on the door.
Hey, what kind of a place is this? Don't I even get a phone call?
Interior castle main hall night. A dank, cavernous room lit by a massive fireplace. Behind the throne sits the glittering crown of invincibility on a raised pedestal. Koopa eyes the crown hungrily.
When I was young, Beetleman, I despised my father. Do you know why?
I've lost my place, Master. Just a moment, please.
Let's see.
Because he didn't bounce you on his knee.
He was cruel to you.
Oh, because he was cruel to you.
No!
Now it's my guess is because he didn't bounce you on his knee.
No, Beetleman, because he was weak.
That was my third choice.
He allowed my family's lands to be seized. We were thrown out with nothing. We were poor, wretched, groveling for scraps of charity.
It's a miracle, sir, that you overcame your miserable childhood and grew up to be such a well-adjusted despot.
And soon I will marry the princess and become king, and the crown of invincibility will be mine. No one will dare take anything from me again, because if they try, a simple flick of my talon will incinerate them.
Yes.
Ha! 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 Ha!
Koopa laughs at the thought, and Beetleman joins in.
Yes, yes, such is the power of the crown, my lord. Of course, this power must be used wisely. And no doubt it will. There's just one minor detail. For you will, to become king, the princess must willingly marry you.
Koopa looks to him, not understanding the problem.
The key word is willingly. She must fall in love with you.
I see. And how is that done?
Well, there's one school of thought that says to get a woman to love you, you must be nice to her.
Nice. I must be nice. And just how is that achieved?
Oh, well, perhaps you could give her a compliment or two, like, oh, my, you're looking splendid today, or what a lovely cloak you're wearing.
And this will work?
Beetleman gestures. You could try it. Koopa thinks a beat, then pushes Beetleman aside on his way out of the room.
I'll be nice then.
Interior Hildy's bedchamber, night. Hildy is trying to tug the bars out of the barred window. Koopa enters. She whirls, on guard. Koopa approaches, trying to smile pleasantly and follow Beetleman's directions.
My, you're looking splendid today. What a lovely cloak you're wearing.
Cloak? Hildy's eyes hit him like he's off his nut.
I trust you're finding the accommodations pleasant.
Well, I prefer a room by the pool without bars on the window.
It's only temporary. After our betrothal, we'll be sharing the royal bedchambers.
He gets within Hildy's range, and she hits him with a stinging right to the snout.
In your dreams, lizard face.
Koopa dabs a handkerchief to his bleeding snout, trying to remain composed.
I have explained who you are, princess.
What about my parents?
The king and queen died valiantly, but before their death, I was appointed heir to the throne.
I don't believe you.
And who better to choose my queen than the last of the royal bloodline?
He goes to stroke her cheek, and she bites his claw. He yowls in pain. She dashes to the door to escape, and swinging it open, comes face to face with Mugger. She pulls back her hand to slug him, but he's all armor and helmet. There's nowhere to hit. So she kicks him in the shins, but ow, it's armor too. Koopa grabs her from behind and shoves her back into the room.
You will be my bride.
He slams the door, bolting it. She yells through the door.
Get it, Slimo. You're not my type. You're not even my species.
Interior castle main hall, night. Koopa sits brooding on his throne. A supplicating Beetleman stands before him.
I've tried nice, Beetleman. It was less than effective.
My lord, I have an alternate plan. A love potion. I can whip it up right now. Something so powerful I guarantee that in a day or two, she could love even the ugliest ogre in the kingdom. Or you, sir. No, she'll love you, sir, because you're so handsome.
This better work, Beetleman, because the wedding will take place the day after tomorrow as planned. You've sent the invitation.
Of course, my lord. Thousands from near and far are clamoring to attend.
Then go. Work your sorcery. Create a potion to soften her heart.
As you wish, your omnipotency. That's a word I'm having trouble finding.
Omnipotency!
Thank you.
Be gone!
Lord.
Koopa looks to see if anyone is watching. He reaches for the crown, as he has done countless times before, and it gives his claw a nasty shock. He growls in pain, sucking the talon. Mugger enters with two hammer brothers, Cooper's special hit turtles.
My lord.
What?
Mugger removes his helmet, and for the first time, we see what a Koopa Trooper's face looks like. Leathery skin with turtle-like eyes and mouth. Mugger presents a message that was affixed to the carrier turtle's leg. Koopa reads it, angrily crushes it.
I thought I took care of those two. Take the Hammer Brothers, and this time, exterminate them.
Mugger and the Hammers bow and exit. Koopa takes a dragon fruit from a bowl. It's a softball-sized, hairy, yellow fruit with a hard shell like a coconut. Using a mallet, he cracks open the shell, and inside are long black worms. He scoops them out and throws down his gullet. Exterior landfill of the lost items night. A tired Mario, Luigi, and Toad arrive on the scene.
We'll camp here for the night.
Mario plops down on the ground, sitting on something painful. He rises, picks up a big set of keys on a key ring.
Somebody lost their keys. Finds more lost. I mean, that's parentheses. And a comb, a sweat sock. Oh, and an owner's manual of a 1955 DeCasco. What is this place?
We're not sure. All we know is that that never stops.
Toad points to the top of the heap, where we see a steady flow of lost items, keys, socks, combs, pens, falling from huge pipes, adding to the heap. Luigi picks up a fuzzy bunny slipper.
I know what this is. It's where all the lost stuff from our world ends up. Yeah. So this is where it all goes.
Interior Koopa's castle, Hildy's bedchamber, night. Hildy is lying across the bed. Her door is unlocked and Koopa enters with a heart-shaped box on a silver platter. She sits up wary.
What do you want?
What's the page number?
52.
Okay. That'll teach me to write comments.
Or
So
53 on the-
Cooper's being mean, whatever he's doing.
Or 53 on the PDF.
It's merely to lift your spirits.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there aren't page numbers now. Oh, okay. This better work. Beetleman, I already did this. Sorry, folks.
Hildy is lying across the bed. Her door is unlocked and Koopa enters with a heart-shaped box on a silver platter.
Got it.
Sits up, wary.
What do you want?
Merely to lift your spirits.
Jump off a cliff, that'd do the trick.
I had the royal confectioner create some special treats for you.
He brings the tray to the bed. He opens the box. revealing 24 luscious-looking chocolates. She eyes them hungrily.
No thanks. They're probably poisoned anyway.
Now, why would I want to hurt my lovely bride-to-be?
Hildy bunches her fist to slug him again, and he steps back out of range. He drops the tray on the bed.
I'm sorry that you reject my attempts at civility. I don't care if you eat them. Throw them away if you wish.
He exits and the door is locked. Hildy grabs the box and goes to the window to toss the box, and she hesitates and starves. She is grudgingly tastes one at a time. She moans in pleasure. It's fabulous.
Oh.
Interior Koopa's castle. Hallway outside Hilda's door, night. Standing with Beetleman, Koopa swings open a little secret peephole on the outside of the door, seeing Hildy eating the chocolate.
Koopa?
How many of those must she eat to fall in love with me?
Oh, all of them, my lord. I used a special time release formula to minimize side effects such as dizziness, drowsiness.
I don't care how it works, Beetleman. I want to know when the crown will be mine.
When she swallows the last one and not a moment before.
Ah!
Fuming, Koopa sweeps away, Beetleman trailing.
But when she does, she'll be completely head over heels, bewitched, enchanted, and desirous of only you, sir.
Exterior landfill of lost items, night. Luigi is rummaging through the mountain of lost stuff. He makes a find, holding it up.
Mario, look! Papa's Swiss Army knife. See? His initials.
Mario comes over and inspects it.
You're right. It's his.
Remember? He gave it to me when I was 10.
Yeah, and you lost it. I wouldn't have lost it if he had given it to me.
Mario gruffly hands the knife back to Luigi and walks off, hurt by a painful boyhood memory. Same scene later. A campfire blazes. Luigi is curled up asleep, turned away from Mario and Toad. Mario stares contemplatively into the fire. Toad picks up a little toadstool that sprouted on his head and he eats it. Mario watches, grimacing.
Poisonous to everyone else, but to us, an excellent source of fiber. So, what's it like having a brother? I'm an only stool.
Well, consider yourself lucky. You know, I really wanted that Swiss Army knife. I really wanted it. But Luigi got it. Luigi always got everything, you know? You know what I got? When Papa died, I got to go to work. And when Ma died, I got him. You want to know what it's like having a brother? It's a rock in your shoe, and you never shake it out. It's a feeling of lemon juice on a canker sore. It's underwear that's always Keen's riding up. Now, don't you feel lucky that you don't have a brother?
I feel lucky that I don't have you as a brother. Night.
Toad shuts his eyes and goes to sleep. And we see Luigi turn from Mario. His eyes are open. He's heard everything. Exterior landfill of lost items, morning. Mario awakes. Toad and Luigi are still asleep. Mario sits up and sees two signs with the path where the path forks. A sign reads Pit of No Return with an arrow pointing left. A second sign reads Out Pipes with an arrow pointing right. Mario gets out the map from a pocket, looks at the signs, gets an idea. He sneaks off. Dissolve to exterior mountain path day. Toad and the brothers walk along the path in a rocky area.
Are you sure we're going the right way? On the map, the pit of no return was north. We're going south.
Hey, you saw the sign. It said the pit was this way.
Maybe somebody changed the sign. Let me see the map, Mario.
Mario continues to walk, ignoring him.
Give me the map, Mario.
Hey, I know exactly where we're going.
Luigi makes a grab for Mario's pocket. They wrestle into the bushes, tumble down a small hill, and suddenly see exterior slave labor camp day. Toadstoolians, Toad's race, are being made to work as slaves. Goombas, the size and shape of Toad's people, but fiercer, gray-colored, crack whips, serving as slave masters. Toadstoolians dump wooden wheelbarrows full of newly harvested dragon fruit. Other Toadstoolians select the ripe fruit and shovel them into large wheeled carts that pass by. Toad joins the brothers, sees a Goomba nearby, and then sees other Toadstoolians working as slaves.
Goombas, and those are my people. They're slaves. If they find me...
Panicked, he starts to dash off wildly, but Mario grabs Toad, shushing him. He points off screen, and we see the Hammer Brothers ride up on huge, heavily armored jet black horses. One of the troopers exchanges words with the Goomba. The Goomba shakes his head. Hammer number 1 signals his partner, and they ride off up a path that curves around and becomes the path behind Toad and the brothers.
They're headed this way.
Mario clamps his hand over Toad's mouth.
Keep a lid on it. I got an idea.
The Hammer Brothers ride up the path above the camp, close on Toad and the brothers. As an empty cart passes near, it has an overhead hook that is slung over an elevated rope tow, sort of like a ski lift. Mario motions toward it, and they run and jump in the empty cart as it moves toward where the dragon fruit is thrown in. Inside cart, close on is scrunched down Toad, Mario, and Luigi.
This was a good idea.
You switched the signs, Mario. You were taking us to the outpipe. How could you do that?
Can we argue about that later, Luigi?
Outside the cart, as it is pulled by the rope tow past the Toadstoolian workers, each worker throws in a shovel full of the rock-hard dragon fruit as the cart passes. We hear ouch, oof, ow from inside the cart and see the fruit tossed out again. 2 workers see this, exchange questioning looks as the camera moves past the cart, so we see its future path, past the workers, and then as the mountainside falls away below, it will ride the rope tow down the mountain, suspended in air like a chairlift. And at the end of the line, a Goomba controls the speed of the rope tow with a big lever. The Hammer Brothers look down from their vantage point and see our trio in the cart. They gallop fast to intercept it. Inside the cart, our trio is getting a major pummeling.
Allow me to retract my compliments about your ouch idea.
The Mountain Hammer Brothers gallop through the camp toward the cart.
Stop that cart!
A Goomba at the end of the line hears this as the cart passes him. He looks inside the cart, reacts as he sees our trio. Mario pops up as the Goomba turns to pull the lever to turn off the rope tow, but Mario grabs the shovel from a nearby worker and slams it into the back of the Goomba's head, knocking him against the lever, suddenly kicking the rope tow into high speed as the cart lifts off the ground and heads down the mountain. The Hammers dismount and jump on the next cart 20 yards behind. The brothers' cart, which speeds down the rope tow 50 feet in the air.
From now on, I'm on my own, Mario.
Great, be your own. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess.
Excuse me? We've got company.
The Hammers' cart. Their small backpacks pop open, revealing gleaming lethal hand axes that could split a tree. A hammer aims and throws the axe. It means a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sound as it slices the air, heading for the brothers' cart. Mario sees something gleaming whizzing at them.
Incoming!
Whoosh! The axe nearly parts Mario's hair as they duck in time. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Here comes another thwack. The axe blade slices through one side of the cart, embedding in the other side of the cart, right next to Mario's ear. This gets Mario pissed.
Luigi, remember when we used to play a burnout?
You always threw too hard, Mario. It hurt my hand.
Mario tosses Luigi a hard-shelled dragon fruit and picks up another, the last one in the cart.
Time for a little hardball.
Luigi nods, knowing what Mario's driving at. Mario peeks above the cart rim.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
The brothers stand and hum fastballs back at Hammer's cart. The fruit slams into one of the hammers, knocking them out of the cart, sending them plummeting below. Close on the brothers' cart, Mario and Luigi cheer, high-fiving each other.
In your face!
Close on the Hammer's cart, enraged, the remaining hammer grabs another axe, giving it a mighty throw. Whoosh, whoosh, close on the brothers' cart, Toad and the brothers duck. The axe whooshes overhead, hitting the rope tow support tower, slicing off the pulley that supports the rope, causing the brothers' cart to plummet. Mario, Luigi, and Toad screaming.
Ah!
Hammer's cart also plummets. The brothers' cart hits the steep ground hard. Toad and the brothers hold on for dear life, wheels spinning. It zooms down the mountainside, barely missing massive trees. And here comes Hammer's cart, zooming down the mountainside too. It catches up to the brothers' cart, racing side by side, a foot apart. Simultaneously, Mario and Hammer peek up from inside, and they see each other. Hammer grabs his last axe and swings it, whoosh, whoosh, at Mario's head. Mario holds the shovel up to protect himself, and the axe breaks in two. Hammer grins. He has Mario now. As he raises his axe for the killing blow, Hammer's cart smashes dead into a tree. Mario cheers in victory, but the cheer is short-lived as the cart continues to cross the road right behind 5 Koopa troopers on horses, led by Mugger, who have just passed. Mario ducks into the cart, hoping they didn't hear him, but Mugger's horse rears its head. Mugger looks back and sees the cart continuing across the road. He gestures to his troops. They whirl their mounts and set off for the chase. The brothers' cart zooms through the mystery terrain, hits a rock, bounces, and smashes into a huge tree stump. Toad and the brothers lie dazed. And now a curious thing happens. A hidden panel on the side of the stump swings open, and an incredibly ugly hag steps out.
Oh, a handsome stranger.
She bends over Mario. His eyes focus on her. Focus? And when he sees her, he screams in fright.
Kiss me.
Get away from me!
Just a little kiss, no tongue.
Get out of town. I'm in a relationship.
Luigi and Toad sit up, clearing their heads. The sound of the approaching horse hooves is heard through the mist.
Please, you gotta hide us.
I will, but first he must kiss me. I was a beautiful young woman. A spell was cast that turned me into this.
Whoa, how to be one of those industrial strength spells.
If a handsome stranger kisses me, the spell will be broken.
Let the him kiss you.
You're more my type.
We hear the approaching horse hooves coming closer.
Kiss her, Mario!
Just a little peck is all I'm asking for.
Do it or we're dead.
Mario steels himself, goes to give her a little peck, but she grabs him and gives him the juiciest kiss in film history, bending him over backwards, dropping him to the ground when the kiss is done.
Well, did it work?
She hasn't changed at all. Mario spits out the taste of the kiss.
Yeah, you're practically a beauty queen.
The hag pulls down a
Right.
branch on the stump and the door opens. She motions them inside and the panel closes just as Mugger and the other troopers arrive and see the busted cart and the hag.
Where did they go?
Where did we go? Oops, you're cute.
Ugh.
She makes kissing noises at him. The Mugger groans, repulsed. She gestures, he gestures, the troopers thunder off into the mist. The hag pulls down the branch, the panel slides open, and Mario sticks his head out.
They're gone.
Toad and the brothers come out. The hag takes a cracked mirror from her cloak and gazes disappointedly at her unchanged face.
I know why it didn't work. Your heart is cold, but someday you'll change and then we'll make kissy face.
She purses her lips to Mario. He recoils, grossed out.
Thank you. You've been very kind. I'll take the map now, Mario.
Mario sees there's no talking to Luigi, not talking him out of this. He grudgingly gives Luigi the map. Luigi starts walking off.
Goodbye, Mario.
Whoa. What do you mean goodbye? If I let baby Luigi wander off on his own, you think Mom ever forgive me? Ain't that right, Ma?
Mario thromps off after Luigi.
Back here.
Toad, a little confused, follows.
Now, where are we going? Can't you people make up your mind? First, we're going this way, then we're going that way.
Interior castle stairway, close on Koopa, day.
Escaped!
A furious Koopa is addressing a contrite Mugger on the stairway leading to Hildy's bedchamber.
Yes, my lord.
I'm trying to manage an evil kingdom. Am I getting any help? No, I am not. Prepare my ship. I will kill these humans myself.
Mugger bows and hurries away. Koopa comes to the door of Hildy's bedchamber, preening himself. Interior Hildy's bedchamber, close on the box of chocolates, day. Half of the box is gone. Hildy's hand, now with longer, sharper, dark green fingernails, reaches in the box for another chocolate. Camera follows the chocolate from the box to her face. Ugh, she's not that sweet young thing we saw before. The love potion is changing her appearance as well as her emotions. At her dressing table, painting her nails, she pops the chocolate into her mouth. Koopa enters, curious to see how the potion is working. She hears him, turns, and sees the change.
Every hour you're becoming more enchanting.
You're kind of growing on me too. Tall, green, and handsome.
Sensing an opening, Koopa rushes to the table, taking her
Oh,
hand and
oh
the
my.
one she was painting with nail polish.
Oh, my princess, my queen.
Hey, you're smearing my polish, big guy. Wait, what's happening to me?
Have another.
She stares at the box. Her resistance is vanishing. She takes one, popping it into her mouth as Koopa grins evilly.
They are yummy.
Exterior forest day. Toad and the brothers walk through the ancient, dark, moss-hung forest. Toad chatters away.
Ever since I was knee-high to a puffball, things have been stacked against me. Do you know what it's like to being branded as a thief and a pickpocket? Sure, I am a thief and a pickpocket, but can I help it? Oh, I could have led a respectable life, put down roots, raised a planter full of spores maybe, but for what? To have them go through life being called fungus face or a mold breath? No, I'd rather...
As they come upon a large egg-shaped rock where the road branches, a fed-up Mario grabs Toad by the collar.
Hey, shut up, Buttonhead.
Buttonhead. Oh, that's a good one. See, no wonder I have low self-esteem.
Luigi takes the map out, inspecting it. Mario rests against the rock, closing his eyes. After a beat, we hear the sound of a cracking egg. Mario opens his eyes, not knowing where the sound is coming from, when suddenly the wet, slimy head of a newborn brontosaurus-like creature pops out of the rock next to Mario's head. It gives a cute, gurgling call as Mario sees it and screams and scrambles away.
It's a baby!
The egg cracks and out pops the baby, who we'll call Junior. Its soft eyes gaze at Mario, and its 10-foot-long red tongue shoots out, wraps around Mario's arm, and pulls him to it, nuzzling him.
Hey, get that thing off of me. Let me go. Let me go.
He thinks you're his mother.
I can see the resemblance.
Mario finally struggles away from the slimy tongue.
Yuck, eat, yeah.
We should name him. How about Mario Jr.?
I like it.
Mario stares bullets at Luigi and Toad. Junior gives a baby cry, trying to nuzzle Mario, who tries to push it away.
Get away.
Exterior forest day. Our trio walk along, followed by Junior. They pass some fruit trees. Junior flicks out his long tongue, snatches the fruit, and gobbles it down. He snatches another piece of fruit, and with its long tongue holds it out in front of Mario, offering it to him. Mario angrily turns.
Honestly, we should have just called him Yoshi. Anyway, for the last time, I'm not your ma. She's probably close by. Go scoot. Get out of here.
Junior gives a sad baby cry, stopping.
Bye, Junior. Go find Mama.
The trio continues on, leaving whimpering Junior. Exterior pit of no return day. The trio walks out of the trees and stop dead in their tracks. Before them lies a massive hole in the earth, 50 yards across. Our trio creep to the edge and look down into the abyss. Sheer rock walls disappearing into a bottomless black void. Mario whistles in awe. Toad points to the pit.
The cave, just like Walton said.
40 yards below the rim of the pit is the mouth of the cave, and winding down to it, carved into the sheer rock wall, are stone steps. At the top of the steps, they pass a posted sign, flanked by torches and ringed with skulls. It reads, "Welcome to the pit of no return. Entered 57. Returned 0. Trading looks, they grab the torches, and we dissolve to our trio halfway down the steps to the cave. Mario descends a step and suddenly it crumbles away. Mario falls, losing his torch into the abyss, barely hanging onto the ledge. Luigi and Toad rush down and help pull him up. They exchange looks. Ugh, that was a close call. They carefully jump over the collapsed step, continuing down. Dissolve to the cave entrance. They enter the cave. Luigi's torchlight illuminates dismembered skeletons and skulls littered all about.
I wonder, did these guys buy it going in or coming out?
They exchange fearful looks, and with Mario leading, move deeper into the cave. Further into the cave, the trio suddenly hears a creaking sound. Then we see that both walls of the cave, covered with 9-inch spikes, are closing in, about to skewer and crush them.
Run for it!
They run forward in a panic as the spiked walls grind precariously closer. Rotted skeletons impaled on the spikes here and there. Luigi in the lead trips over a skull and falls. The spikes close in and his eyes lock on a rusty broad-blade sword, still held in the impaled skeleton's bony hand. He yanks the sword free and jams it sideways, wedging it tip to hilt between the wall just in time, causing the walls to grind to a halt just inches away from the trio, leaving a narrow space a foot wide between the tips of the spikes.
Hurry!
Sweating bullets, they shuffle sideways between the spikes as the sword trembles, bending under the crushing pressure of the walls. At the end of the spike corridor, Luigi slips out, then Mario, and just as Toad gets out, the sword breaks and the walls clang shut. Toad feels himself for puncture holes, and the brothers take a moment to catch their breath.
Piece of cake.
That's what you think, Pipsqueak.
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Mario looks at Luigi, who shakes his head no. Realizing they're not alone, Mario edges forward.
Come here and find out.
Wait, who's there?
Mario creeps forward, and as he steps on a stone tile, it depresses, and suddenly a thwomp, a nasty blue 1-ton stone creature, a yard square, shoots down from the ceiling right between the brothers, nearly crushing them.
Missed.
Startled, Mario stumbles forward and falls on a second stone tile. A second thwomp shoots down, Mario rolling away just in time. Quam! It growls, another unintelligible curse.
God damn it, he got away.
You blockhead. Can't you do anything right?
Look who's talking. You missed him by a mile.
Oh, shut up.
Mario illuminates the cave floor with his torchlight, showing similar stone tiles on the passageway ahead of them.
Hey, keep off these.
They continue on carefully, avoiding the tiles that activate the thwomps. Suddenly, they hear a whirring sound and stop dead in their tracks. From out of the darkness ahead runs Bob Bomb, a 1-foot-high black bomb. Like a wind-up toy with a little mechanical feet, it whirs straight at them and then abruptly stops. Our trio exchange anxious looks. The bomb starts ticking, and its tiny mechanized voice counts down quickly.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Bob leaps to Mario's arms. Panicking, Mario throws it at Luigi, who tosses it to Toad. Ad-libbing, you take it, I don't want it. They play hot potato as the bomb counts down.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Toad throws Bob into Mario. He sees a thwomp tile right behind him. Thinking fast, he steps on the tile. The thwomp shoots down just as Mario throws Bamba under it. Quam! Bamba explodes just as the thwomp hits it.
Thanks for dropping in.
The thwomp issues a dying groan and crumbles into pieces. Interior, the tunnel further on. The trio round a turn, suddenly stop and gaze in wonder at the final chamber, a cavernous circular chamber bathed in multicolored glow emanating from heaps of magic items, amulets, wishing stones, ingredient jars, potion pots, crystal balls. Mario picks up a rabbit's foot on a chain and shakes his head.
I've seen better stuff at the garage sales.
Remember what Wolton said, Mario. 1 item each.
Mario spies a tiny jewelry box. He flips the lid, revealing a large, glistening jewel. Eyes lighting up, Mario glances over his shoulder to see if anyone's looking. Unable to resist temptation, he pockets the jewel. On the other side of the room, Toad rummages through some items, finding a large, dusty jar. Curious, he lifts the lid, and the head of a hideous monster pops out. Toad jams down the jar lid, pushing the head back into the jar. Luigi rummages in a wooden chest, lifting out a worn leather pouch. He reads the tag attached to it.
Magic mushroom powder. Effective in breaking spells, curses, and other assorted bewitchments. Also delicious when sprinkled over soups and salads.
Sensing he'll need this later, Luigi pockets it. Toad spots an urn. Its label is marked flight gear. Intrigued, he opens the lid with great caution, expecting another head to pop out, but nothing does. He reaches inside and pulls out a long, bright red leaf. Rifling through more items, Mario finds a magnificent wand, a foot-long bejeweled baton covered in gold filigree and topped with a luminescent pale blue stone.
Hold the phone. I got the wand.
Toad and Luigi scramble over and take a look at it in awe.
Wow, a real magic wand!
Yeah, right. If you believe in that kind of thing. Okay, mission accomplished. Let's blow this pop stand.
Cut to interior cave, close on the torch, illuminating the spiked walls, which are still shut tight, sealing the escape route.
Terrific. Any suggestions?
Why don't you use the wand?
Right. Sure. Like open sesame. It's probably made in Tijuana.
Let me try.
Yes, let the great Luigi give it a go.
Luigi takes the wand, closing his eyes in concentration. He begins waving it in grand circular motions. Beat, beat.
What are you doing?
Getting warmed up. Open! 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 Now!
The wand glows, and the walls lurch open, rolling back, leaving an 8-foot wide corridor between the spikes.
You see, Mario, the proper technique is to hold the wand like this.
Give me that.
Mario gruffly snatches the wand and hustles down the corridor. Luigi looks at Toad, shrugs. They walk on. Interior cave, end of spiked corridor. They pass the last of the spikes and see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're home free.
Pit of no return. Stick it in your you-know.
As suddenly, a stretch ghost, a spooky-looking phantom with elongating arms and legs, shoots out from a crack in the wall right in front of Mario's face.
Give it back.
It grabs Mario, shoots back into the wall, magically taking Mario into the wall with it. Shocked, Luigi and Toad feel the solid wall.
Mario, where are you? Mario!
Mario's head and torso pop out of the wall, still locked in the ghost's terrible grip.
Help!
Luigi and Toad grab Mario's arm and try to pull him out, but the ghost yanks back, and there's a tug of war between them until Luigi yanks hard, and the jewel Mario took falls from his pocket to the floor. Luigi sees the jewel, the ghost pops his head out, sees it too.
It's mine.
The ghost snatches up the jewel and disappears into the wall, pulling Mario fully into the wall with it. Luigi and Toad trade looks, and then Mario is spit out of the wall. Luigi and Toad bend over him.
Mario, are you all right?
Luigi helps Mario up, dusts him off. Mario slaps his hand away and says,
Let's just get out of here. Place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You shouldn't have taken that jewel.
Shut up, Luigi. Shut up.
Exterior rim of pit day. Mario, Luigi, and Toad stumble up the steps to the top of the pit, falling to the ground, spit.
We made it. I can't believe we actually...
A shadow falls across them and they look up. Mugger and the squad of troopers stand over them. Koopa strides from his nearby hover ship.
We can't hear you, Koopa.
Look what crawled out of the ground. It's because I'm so far above you, you can almost never hear me, but look at that. You're popping up with irritating regularity.
Let me handle this. Lord Koopa, sir, may I have a word with you?
Koopa nods at Mugger, who lets Toad approach Koopa away from the brothers.
I was the one who sent you the message about them, sir, and I've tagged along as a spy to keep tabs on them for you.
Good work. What do you think we should do with them?
They're really a couple of noodleheads, sir. No danger to you at all. The best thing is to take them to the outpipe and kick them back where they came from.
Koopa nods in accord. He gestured Toad back to join the brothers at the rim of the pit. Koopa stands before them.
After due consideration, I've decided to let you go.
Toad gives a look to the brothers that said, see, I've got some influence here. Then suddenly lunging, Koopa shoves both Toad and Luigi into the pit. They fall into the blackness.
Mario! Oh, Mario!
Luigi!
Just kidding.
Bellowing, Mario lunges at Koopa, gets a death grip on his throat, wrestling him down, punching his face. As they roll around, troopers rush in, trying to pry the enraged Mario off, close on Luigi and Toad. Falling. Then Toad remembers the leaf he took from the cave. He grabs it from his pocket and shouts it to Luigi.
Grab the leaf! Grab it!
Like a skydiver, Luigi drifts over to Toad and grabs the leaf from his hand. Instantly, Luigi sprouts raccoon ears and rapidly swishing raccoon tail, giving him flight, propelling him upwards. But Toad continues to fall. Luigi tries to get control, banging against the pit walls.
Ooh, I grew a tail! Toad, how do I control this?
Finally, he manages to position himself downward and zooms down like a Superman with a learner's permit. Luigi streaks past the falling Toad.
You missed me! You missed me!
Luigi makes another pass, grabbing Toad just as the bottom of the pit approaches.
Reverse engines!
Luigi puts the brakes to their descent, a foot before the impact, and they fall with a thump, the last foot. Luigi's ears and tail dissolving into the pixie dust. Exterior rim of the pit day. Troopers finally pull Mario off a choking Koopa, who gestures angrily to the troopers to throw Mario into the pit.
Dispose of him!
Two troopers wrestle Mario to the edge of the pit.
I'll get you. My people, we never forget. We got a thing called vendetta.
Two troopers move the struggling Mario to the edge of the pit. They inch him closer and closer to the edge. And just as they are about to throw him in, a familiar red tongue shoots out from off screen, wraps around one of the troopers, and tosses him aside. Junior steps out from behind the boulder. He's come to save his mom. One hand free, Mario slugs the other trooper, knocking him cold, and Junior trumpets a call.
Junior!
More troopers rush at Mario. He jumps on Junior's back, and Junior puts his head down and charges at the troopers, knocking them flying. Junior speeds away into the forest with Mario hanging on for dear life. Koopa sees Mario escaping. He barks at the troopers.
Hunt him down! Kill him!
Interior bottom of the pit. Luigi and Toad rise from the floor of the pit, dusting themselves off.
Okay?
I think so.
Luigi looks to see if he still has a tail.
Kinda weird. Having a tail flying. I liked it.
Uh-oh.
Near them is a huge fresh pile of mole dung.
Mole dung.
That came out of one mole? It's gotta be.
One big mole.
They spy a tunnel leading off from the pit floor. As they start into the tunnel, Luigi looks up to the top of the pit far above. There is a tiny hole of light.
I hope Mario's okay.
Exterior forest day. Troopers on horses gallop by. A beat or two later, Mario and Junior stick their heads up from behind a fallen tree.
Look, thanks for saving my life and everything. I appreciate it. But why don't you take off? Go on.
Junior whimpers, not wanting to leave Mario. Mario sighs, sits on a log, disconsolate. Junior puts his head on Mario's lap.
So maybe you're all alone too, huh? That's what I've always wanted. To not have a brother messing things up all the time. You know what? Don't wish for the wrong things, Junior. They might come true.
A trumpeting call from an animal is heard in the forest. Junior raises his head and gives an answering call.
That's got to be your mom calling. Mom calling your kid, right? Anyway, take off.
Junior is confused. He's torn between leaving and staying with Mario.
You got family. It'll be okay.
Junior's wet tongue shoots out, licking Mario's face.
Go on, will you?
Junior takes one last tender look at Mario and then trots off as we hear another trumpeting call, and Junior eagerly answers it. Mario watches Junior leave, perhaps a little sorry to see him go. And suddenly there's a rustling in the bush behind Mario. He turns to see a figure duck behind a tree.
Who's there?
Mario walks toward the tree. The figure scurries off. It's the hooded beggar we saw before. Mario catches up with him, grabs and whirls him around. His hood falls back, revealing Wotan.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Sorry, my video's having a hard time.
that's all right. Look. Hey, look. You've been following us.
Yes, I'll have my wand, please.
Hey, is that all you care about? Your wand? Take your lousy wand. It cost me my brother.
As if inspecting a dear long-lost treasure, Wotan runs his fingers across the wand.
Maybe I was wrong about you.
Damn right. And I've got a score to settle with that guy Koopa. So you gonna help me or stand there stroking your ding?
I am Perv, as we remember, to Koopa's castle.
Yeah. Let's kick some ass. All right, we're saying that now. Yeah.
Yes, perfect. I love ass.
They set off. Interior Hildy's bedchamber, close on the box of chocolates day. There's now just 4 chocolates left. Her hand lifts a piece, her fingernails now longer, sharper, resembling talons. Interior outside door to Hildy's bedchamber day. Koopa comes away from looking through the peephole.
Only 3 left, and then she's mine.
Interior Koopa's castle, Beetleman's chamber day. A dark, musty room cluttered with sorcerer's appliances and books and bubbling flasks. We settle on Beetleman, immersed in a book, The Sorcerer's Companion.
Finally, add a pinch of minced beetle brain. And I've done it. I've done it.
We pull back to reveal he's making a cocktail. He puts a little umbrella in the glass, stirs, and drinks.
Oh, dry, very dry.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Beetleman jerks his attention to an apparatus under the cloth. He flings aside the cover, revealing a crystal ball. A face in it announces,
A powerful magic source exists within the kingdom.
Yes, well, I try.
Not you. Look!
the face disappears, and in the crystal ball, we see Mario and Walton walking along a path.
Walton and the other one.
The face reappears.
His name is Mario.
I know how to deal with them.
Beetleman flips through his Sorcerer's Companion book.
Here comes another quack solution.
Beetleman throws the cloth over the crystal ball.
Quite. I must have. Yes. Perfect.
Cut to dark, foreboding sky day. Storm clouds build rapidly. Exterior meadow road day. Mario looks up to the sky as a furious wind kicks up. Lightning strikes the sky. Thunder booms.
Boom.
Storms are coming. We better take cover.
Amazingly perceptive of you, but I have nothing to fear.
Lightning strikes the ground close. Mario hits the dirt.
I do. Get down.
I am Walton, and my magic protects me except for my cough.
A lightning bolt strikes the wand, and Walton is incinerated. Thunder rumbles, and as quick as it started, the wind dies and all is still. Mario raises his head, looking around.
Walton? Yo, Walton.
Mario comes to where Walton was standing. All that remains is a pile of smoking ash.
Jesus, he's toast.
He spots something glittering beneath the ashes and picks it up. It's the ruby locket.
What's the secret inside you? How do I beat Koopa?
Mario holds it in his palm, but it doesn't open.
Thanks for nothing.
Disgusted, Mario puts it in his pocket and starts off. Interior underground tunnel. Toad and Luigi walk along. There starts a distant rumbling and the ground starts to shake.
Earthquake!
They look at each other. The rumbling and the shaking increase. Toad suddenly realizes what it is then.
Mole quake.
The head of a albino mole bursts through the tunnel wall behind them. They take off at the speed of light down the tunnel. Interior dead-end cavern. They come to where the tunnel dead ends at a small cavern. Light streams down from the opening in the earth far above, but there's no way to climb up the sheer walls. The rumbling gets closer. Luigi goes for his only weapon, the Swiss Army knife. As he brings out the knife from his pocket, he doesn't see the beam come out, too, falling to the ground in a pool of sunlight. Luigi holds the knife ready to use it.
That should scare him.
The rumbling builds and builds, coming closer. Toad cowers behind Luigi, and now there's a shaking under their feet, not from the mole, but from something under them that's about to explode.
Before I die, I gotta make a confession. It was me who betrayed.
The mammoth mole bursts into the cavern, coming upon them, jaws gaping, just as a beanstalk erupts from the ground under Toad, carrying the surprised little toadstool up with it.
Luigi!
Luigi turns, sees the stalk, grabs on, and the stalk carries him away, just inches from the mole meat. Toad and Luigi hang on the stalk rapidly as the stalk rapidly carries them higher and higher. Exterior forest, cavern opening day, until it grows into the daylight.
Ground floor, everyone off.
Luigi jumps off and helps Toad down.
Alive! I'm alive.
Toad kneels and kisses the ground. He straightens, sees Luigi looking at him.
That bit about the confession, it was nothing.
Luigi looks at Toad. We get the feeling he knows what Toad is going to confess, but he doesn't press it.
So you coming? I gotta find a brother and rescue a princess.
Anything to liven up the day.
They smile at each other and set off. Exterior top of hill day. Mario comes to the top of the hill and sees Koopa's castle in the valley below, shimmering oddly in the light.
Must be Koopa's castle.
Exterior near castle day. Mario peeks from around a tree at the castle. It looks strangely vacant. Then we hear Hildy's voice coming from inside.
Help! Help me!
Okay, Luigi, this one's for you.
Mario moves toward the castle entrance. Exterior top of hill day. Luigi and Toad see Mario in the distance walking toward the castle entrance.
Look, it's Mario! Mario!
He's too far away.
They set off quickly toward the castle. Interior castle doors day. Mario pushes open the huge doors. The place is eerily deserted. Mario glances around, suspicious.
Maybe it's a holiday. National Reptile Week.
In here! Help me!
Interior castle main hall day. Hildy is chained to a back wall.
Mario!
Mario rushes to her, starts to free her from the chains.
Where's Koopa?
Quick, before he comes back.
He frees her from the chains as two Yila guards rush in, wearing armor and helmets and carrying mean-looking heavy lances. Mario grabs Hildy's hand.
We gotta run for it.
Mario turns back and sees he's holding Beetleman's hand.
"'Tis I, Beetleman." Just a moment. Oh no. I've
80
totally lost my
page 83 of the PDF, or 82
83.
of the PDF.
Oh God. Just a moment. Sorry, Mario, but the prince is in another castle.
Damn it.
Beetleman laughs as the guards approach. Mario hoists a chair to defend himself, and the chair suddenly dematerializes. Mario looks at his empty hands as spear points are pressed into his neck, and the castle walls start to dematerialize too. Exterior near Castle Day. Toad and Luigi see the castle disappear, leaving Beetleman, Mario, and the guards standing in a clearing.
It was a trick?
Yeah, and they've got Mario.
Hold on, Luigi, hatching a plan. Exterior Meadow Day. Beetleman sits on a horse. Mario wears leg and wrist chains.
Take him to the castle and throw him someplace painful.
Beetleman rides off toward the real castle in the distance. The guards prod Mario forward with their lances.
Easy, easy. You try walking with these things on.
Exterior path on way to Castle Day. Mario and the guards walk along the tree-lined path. Suddenly, Luigi swings out on a vine at them, yelling a war cry. He completely misses them and slams into a tree on the other side of the path.
Oh!
He falls. He's knocked silly.
Luigi, you're alive!
Both guards go for Luigi, and seeing an opportunity, Mario trips one and grabs his heavy lance. Bing bong! He crowns both guards, knocking them out. Mario rushes to his fallen brother. Now the danger has passed, and Toad pokes out of the bushes. Joining them, Mario slaps Luigi's face, bringing him around.
Luigi. Luigi.
Mario!
Luigi.
Mario! I was worried about you.
You worried about me? I ought to kill you. He was worried about me? You see what I got to put up with? You see?
Exterior Koopa's Castle, Establisher Night. Exterior drain pipe outside of Castle, Night. They come to a 6-foot-high pipe that juts out of rock. Mario and Luigi wear the ridiculously ill-fitting guards' uniforms. For now, they carry the helmets. The helmets have eye holes and a rectangular opening over the mouth, which will hide the brothers' faces and mustaches.
We're going in this way?
We are, but you're staying here.
Oh. What? And let you face Koopa alone? No, I'm going with you.
Well, if he really wants to.
Of course, I could stand guard here, you know.
We'll be back, Toad.
They start into the pipe. Hold on Toad, racked with guilt, waiting, wanting to confess.
Wait. There is something I have to tell you. The truth.
They stop, look at him, and he chickens out.
The truth is, I'm a coward.
No, you're not.
Luigi nods a smile, and he and Mario continue into the pipe. Interior Koopa's Castle, main hall, night. Koopa's stag party. Seated at the banquet table are Koopa and his cronies, including Beetleman, Mugger, other troopers, and a Goomba or two. Wine flows freely, musicians play. The atmosphere is loud and bawdy as a PG movie can accept. Beetleman wraps his mug with a spoon to bring silence.
Friends, cronies, mercenaries, and esteemed guest of honor. It is customary on the eve of a bridegroom's wedding to have a party such as this with such merriment and repository.
Koopa's cronies pound the table, hoot out.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
It is also a tradition that on this night, the groom's dear and trusted friends roast the guest of honor, playfully poking fun at his foibles and little idiosyncrasies.
The group goes silent as Koopa's stare shoots daggers at Beetleman.
But we won't be doing that tonight. So on with the amusement.
Beetleman sits there hoping he won't lose his head over this. The music starts up again. A veiled dancing girl comes out, dancing seductively in front of Koopa, who leers at her, aroused. Interior pipe under main hall. We hear muffled music from the stage. The brothers now wear guards' helmets, which hide their faces and mustaches. Luigi peeks through the gate. Great.
Coast is clear. Come on.
Luigi pushes up the grate and interior main hall alcove, night. We see the grate is on the floor of a small alcove curtained off from the main room. Interior main hall, night. The dancer completes her dance, ripping aside the veil on her face, revealing a hideous snake face with a forked tongue. Koopa leers, thinking that she's his world's answer to Madonna. Bowing, the dancer backs through the slit in the curtain into interior main hall alcove, night, where Mario and Luigi have just finished coming up through the grate. They're facing away from the curtains so they don't see the dancing girl and she doesn't see them. Interior main hall, night. Koopa bangs his chalice on the table, wanting an encore.
Koopa? More, I want more. Bring her to me.
A trooper pulls the curtains aside, suddenly exposing Mario and Luigi, backs turned, unaware of their predicament. Simultaneously, the dancing girl and the brothers turn and they see each other, reacting. She runs off through a side door, and the brothers realize all eyes are on them.
Koopa, where? Yeah, there we go.
And who are you?
Mario exchanges panicked looks with Luigi.
You could be Koopa for a bit.
Okay, let me guess, the fools.
The brothers trade looks. Koopa bursts out laughing. His sycophants, taking the cue, laugh uproariously too. Mario and Luigi stand there wondering what's going on.
What better way to illustrate the ineptitude of your troopers, eh, Mugger?
Koopa laughs, slapping Mugger on the back. Mugger utters a forced laugh, suspiciously eyeing the brothers.
Amuse me, fools. A song!
A song.
A song!
Koopa sits waiting. Mario looks at Luigi. Luigi looks at Mario. Mario motions to Luigi, you start. Luigi motions to Mario, no, you start. Mario motions back. Finally, Luigi starts tapping on his armor, beginning a rhythm. Mario takes up the rhythm, slapping his armor, and the musicians start to play.
Koopa, you're super, a real reptile.
Luigi looks to Mario to step in.
And of all the evil rulers, you're beaten by a mile.
Luigi nods. Not bad, not bad. Mario.
Your slimy green skin really does me in.
Your cruelty's my style.
Oh,
Oh,
Koopa,
you're
Super, real reptile.
reptile.
A mugger suspiciously eyes the brothers and sees an inch of green overalls protrude from Luigi's pant leg.
Koopa, he's a super, so villainous and vile.
His lechery is a sight to see, and I'll slay you with his smile.
Mario motions Luigi to move toward the exit.
But if you resist, your urologist, eulogies will be speaking in a while. Oh, I get it.
Oh, Koopa, you're super, a real reptile.
They're at the exit now.
You take yours and chuck it.
We'll keep our slime bucket.
Oh, Koopa,
Koopa, you're a
Koopa,
super,
a
a real reptile.
As they exit, Koopa applauds, as does everyone else. Hold on, Mugger. He rises, motioning to two troopers standing nearby. Interior hallway outside main hall night. Mario and Luigi quickly hustle down the hallway.
Mario, we were great. They loved us.
Ah, they'll sign autographs later. Now, let's grab Hildy and get the hell out of here.
Interior castle hallway outside Hildy's door night. The brothers peek around the corner. The coast is clear. They run up to Hildy's door, undo the latch, and slip inside. Inside Hildy's bedchamber night. Closing the door behind them, they remove their helmets.
Hildy.
Poopy, is that you? Here to bring me more treats?
Luigi looks questioningly at Mario. They approach the screen.
Hildy, it's me.
Oh, Koopy, you animal. You promised to keep your claws off me till after the nuptials. Okay, you can look, but don't touch.
Out from behind the screen steps a grotesque wench. Hildy's now a hideous hussy, wearing a garish gown and heavy makeup.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You got hit by an Avon truck?
Of all the impudent nerve, how dare you sneak into my chambers? Get out!
Hildy, it's a me, Luigi.
Luigi?
Mugger and three troopers rush in and seize the brothers.
Hildy, don't you recognize me? It's your Luigi.
Didn't I tell you I stomp your guts?
The brothers are dragged out. Hildy, torn, confused, grabs a chocolate to calm herself. We hold on the box. Only one left. Interior hallway outside dungeon night. The troopers drag the brothers, who've been stripped of their guards' uniforms, up to an iron door. A fat, slobby dungeon keeper, who is gnawing on a greasy bone, unlocks the door and the brothers are thrown inside. The interior ice dungeon night, where they fall onto a floor of ice.
Every evening it freezes, every morning it melts.
Well, what happened when it melts?
Breakfast.
With a snide chuckle, he clangs the door shut and locks it. Mario and Luigi look at each other.
Breakfast? I wonder what they're serving.
Glancing down, Mario catches a glimpse of something moving beneath the ice. He looks closer and he sees deadly razorfish, their glinting jaws bumping against the ice in a frenzy of hungry anticipation.
Us.
Exterior drain pipe outside castle night. Toad is pacing in front of the pipe, having a heated debate with himself.
Where are they? Where are they? Maybe they got caught, and it's all my fault. What am I saying? I don't know them anything. Why should I risk my stem? Because they could be in trouble. That's why. Show some guts for once.
He marches to the pipe and, mustering all of his courage, goes into it. He scrambles back out.
I'll give him 5 more minutes. 10 minutes, tops.
Interior ice dungeon night. The brothers are on opposite sides of the dungeon, sitting huddled in fetal positions to ward off the cold.
Mario, this may sound like a stupid question.
I'll lay odds. It will be.
When you got engaged to Brenda, how did you tell her you loved her?
Jeez, what are you bringing him up for? Don't I feel bad enough here? Maybe there's a couple of scabs somewhere on my body you can yank off.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking about Hildy. Since the first time I saw her in the flower shop, I wanted to tell her how I felt. But I waited, and now it's too late. I love you, Mario.
Mario gives an exasperated sigh that says, big deal.
Even though it hasn't been easy.
Hasn't been easy? Living with you ain't been no walk in the park either, you know.
Mario, I wanted to leave you long ago.
You wanted to leave me? I would have paid you to get out. I would have brought you a first-class ticket out of here.
But before Mama died, she made me promise to take care of you.
What? Wait, what? You're...
She knew that all you cared about was money and work. And that if I didn't watch over you, you'd become bitter and hateful, and your heart would grow cold forever. Maybe I failed.
Mario just looks at him. Luigi takes out the Swiss Army knife.
Here, I'm giving this to you.
He slides the knife across the ice. Mario looks at it without picking it up and then kicks it back to Luigi.
I don't want it. Pop it in, give it to me.
I'm giving it to you. Don't be too small to accept it, Mario.
Mario glares at Luigi and snatches up the knife.
Okay. Big deal. A lot of use. A lot of use it's going to get out of now.
Mario jams the knife in his pocket and hunkers down sullenly. Dissolve to sunrise. The first rays of dawn peek over the mountain. Interior ice dungeon dawn. Mario and Luigi are dozing. Suddenly, a loud cranking sound wakes them. They look up to see the roof of the dungeon retracting, revealing a circular glass ceiling that serves as a magnifying glass to boost the power of the sun's rays. The rays shine down onto the ice, melting it rapidly, exciting the hungry razorfish. Mario and Luigi share a look. There is no way out of this. Exterior drain pipe outside the castle, dawn. Toad awakes with a start. Seeing that it's dawn, he glances around and realizes the brothers still aren't back.
They must have been captured. Probably in the dungeon. It's up to me to save them. I can't save anyone. I'm just, Stop it. Stop it. I can do this.
He marches into the pipe. Interior Hildy's bedchamber day. A handmaiden attends to Hildy, who has green nail polish, a ghastly green wedding dress, and hair and makeup that would give fright to the bride of Frankenstein.
This is the happiest day of your life, princess.
Sure about this.
The handmaiden offers the box of chocolates to Hildy. There is one left. Hildy looks at it, trying to resist it.
Go on, It's the last one.
Hildy takes it and eats it. She is now fully under the spell.
What aren't you sure about, Princess? Don't you love Lord Koopa?
Yes, I suddenly realize how much I do love him.
Interior, outside Hildy's door, day. Koopa comes away from the peephole and pumps his fist into the air like a hockey player celebrating a goal. Yes, she's mine. Interior main hall day. Two troopers roll a red carpet down the center of the room toward the throne. The hall is embarrassingly empty of guests. Only a handful of trooper ushers, all wearing black carnation boutonnieres in their armor. They mill about at the entrance. Two Goomba officials stand off to one side. Beetleman pokes his head out through the curtains of the side alcove, cringing at the lack of guests. Interior main hall alcove day. Beetleman is peeking through the curtain as Koopa enters behind him, dressed in a black wedding outfit and cape. Hearing him enter, Beetleman jerks the curtains shut behind him, turning to face Koopa, who is doing some last-minute primping.
My lord, you look magnificent.
Of course I do, Beetleman. Now step aside. I want to see all my loyal and adoring subjects who've come to my...
He jerks the curtain aside and sees the practically empty hall.
Where are they? You said you sent the invitations.
Yeah, yes, I did, sir, but they called in sick.
All 3,000?
Well, sir, there's a very nasty bug going around and
They will pay with their heads for this.
Koopa sweeps through the curtains, Beetleman trailing.
if I may say, sir, small ceremonies are much more intimate.
Now the camera moves down to the grate in the floor. Toad's hands push the grate aside and he quickly climbs out, sliding the grate back. Peeking out the side door, he sneaks away. Interior ice dungeon day. The ice is rapidly cracking and melting. The razorfish churn the now exposed water, dorsal fins visible. The brothers huddle on the remaining chunk of ice in the center of the dungeon. Like two people fighting for space on a double bed, they push and shove to get nearer the center.
Give me some room here.
There is no more room. Look out for that one.
A razorfish jumps on the ice. Its piranha-like teeth trying to bite into Mario's foot. He kicks it back into the water. Interior castle hallway to dungeon day. Toad sneaks down the hall. Hearing footsteps, he quickly ducks around a corner. He waits until they pass and continues on. Interior ice dungeon day. The chunk of ice the brothers are sitting on has melted by half. The razorfish swarm around it.
You know, of all the ways I pictured my death, this was never one of them. Murdered in the subway, hit by a falling safe. Yet, yes, but never once did I ever dream I'd become sushi.
Maybe it won't be so bad, Mario. They say piranha can strip a whole cow in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and these look worse than piranhas.
That's what I mean.
So you're saying maybe we're only going to have 30 to 40 seconds of intense pain.
Right.
Gee, for a minute there, I was worried.
Interior stairway to dungeon day. Toad creeps down the steps, peeks around the corner, and sees interior hallway outside dungeon day. The fat slob dungeon keeper eating his breakfast swill. Toad gets an idea. He picks one of the little toadstools that sprouted on his head. Interior hallway outside dungeon day. Close on the dungeon keeper. establishing shot shows coiled whips hanging on the wall hook.
Toad?
Dungeon.
Ooh. Sorry.
Excuse me, Lion?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Dungeon keeper looks up and sees Toad and belches.
What are you doing down here?
Just looking at your wonderful dungeon.
With one hand, he gestures to the dungeon. The other hand, he drops the toadstool into the keeper's bowl of swill.
It's so dank and quaintly dungeon-like.
Get out of here!
Okay, don't spill your swill. I am leaving.
Toad retreats up the steps, stopping, peeking around the corner, waiting for the keeper to eat the toadstool. Interior ice dungeon day. The chunk of ice is now only a few feet across, threatening to sink from the brothers' weight. Interior hallway outside dungeon day. The dungeon keeper dips his spoon into his swill. Bringing it to his mouth, he stops. Seeing the toadstool on his spoon, he picks it up, inspects it, sniffs it. Toad watches from the steps, silently urging the keeper to eat. The dungeon keeper finally shrugs, pops it into his mouth, chews once, twice, smiles at the taste, and then promptly keels over dead. Toad runs to him, pauses to make sure he's dead, then snatches his keys and unlocks the door to the ice dungeon. Interior ice dungeon day. The ice chunk is now barely big enough to hold the brothers. It starts to sink.
I have a confession.
Toad! What?
I betrayed you. I sent a message to Koopa telling him about you.
The brothers kick off more fish that jump on the ice floe.
Never mind that, get us out of here.
All I wanted was to be important to somebody, anybody. That's why I did it. Will you ever forgive me? Will you?
Apology accepted. Now shut up and save us already.
Okay.
Interior hallway outside dungeon day. Toad comes out and grabs the whip off the wall. Interior ice dungeon day. He appears with the whip.
Catch the end.
He throws the end of the whip. It hits the water, misses them, and he pulls it back. A razorfish is on the end.
I caught a fish.
We'll have it mounted. Hurry.
Toad knocks the fish off at the end of the whip and throws it out to the brothers again. Mario catches the end, and Toad reels them in as the ice really starts to sink. And as they get to the door, hopping up, the fish swarm over the ice, and it breaks in half and sinks completely.
Sorry, fellas. Ain't gonna eat Italian today.
Cut to close shop, bouquet of blackened twigs and thorns. Pull back to reveal that is held by Hilly, standing next to Koopa. They face Beetleman, who is performing the ceremony. The crown of invincibility sits on its pedestal next to them. A squad of troopers watch.
We are gathered here today to witness the most duplicitous event. For as these two loving creatures become husband and wife, so too do they become our queen and king.
Koopa eyes the crown of invincibility. Then, noticing Beetleman has paused, he impatiently makes a hurry up motion. Close on a side balcony, the brothers and Toad appear, peeking down at the wedding in progress.
Do you, Lord Koopa, take this dainty flower to be your wedded wife, to have and to scold, to lord over and... I can't hear you, my lord.
It's because I'm up here. I do. Get on with it.
Mario spies two chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. He ducks down and turns to Luigi and Toad.
All right, here's the plan. I'll swing from one chandelier to the next. Drop on Koopa. He's mine. And then you two swing down on this.
He indicates a rope used to raise and lower chandeliers.
And grab Hildy. I'm telling you, it's going to work.
Standing up, Mario leaps off, grabs the chandelier's rim, but it easily breaks and he falls.
Keep chandelier!
Right on top of a squad of troopers who collapse in a heap. Pandemonium ensues. Shaking off the fall, Mario grabs a lance and beans the two troopers. Toad sees two Goombas about to attack from behind. He throws caution to the wind and leaps off the balcony right on top of them. At the altar, Koopa whirls and sees the commotion.
Finish it!
And do you, princess, take Lord Koopa to be your husband and king?
Luigi on the balcony takes a bag of mushroom powder from his pocket. Hildy hesitates, looking back to the frightening, confused situation. Koopa jerks her attention his way.
Say I do! Say I do!
I do.
Then the place of the crowd. Then the place the crown of invincibility on his head and transfer the power.
She picks up the crown. Koopa kneels before her.
Crown me.
Luigi swings off the balcony. Reprise Luigi theme music here.
Bring her back to me.
As Luigi swings over Hildy, he lets the powder fall from the bag. Glistening like gold dust, the powder falls over her just as she brings down the crown towards Koopa's head. Enveloped in a shining aura, the spell is broken and her garish features revert to the real Hildy. Awakening from the spell, she sees Koopa and she's startled. Lets go of the crown. It drops on his head, shooting blue charge of electricity through him, empowering him as Luigi swings down, landing, and rushes towards Hildy.
Luigi!
We're close on the two of them. The sounds and commotion of the frightening millions of miles away.
Hildy, I love you.
About time you said it. I love you too, Luigi. My nails are green.
Koopa turns, now intoxicated with power and feeling invincible.
I'm afraid you're too late on the rescue attempt.
Troopers subdue Mario and Toad, muscling them up beside Hildy and Luigi.
The crown is mine, and I am invincible. A little demonstration, perhaps.
He sends bolts of energy from his fingertips, shooting around the room, scorching the walls. Everyone cowers.
As for you two, I shall vaporize. No, I shall dismember you piece by piece. A little messy, but enjoyable.
Koopa raises his hand to do the job. Luigi throws what's left of the mushroom powder into Koopa's face, stopping Koopa mid-gesture.
Mushroom powder. I remembered. You're allergic.
Sniffling spasmodically, Koopa rears back and sneezes, a tremendous sneeze, shooting fire out of his mouth like a flamethrower, straight at Luigi, who ducks. The flame scorches troopers instead. Now, in a paroxysm of sneezing, Koopa wildly reels about, shooting fire with each violent sneeze. Troopers and Goombas scatter, trying to dodge the jets of flame. In the confusion, Mario, Luigi, Hildy, and Toad out.
Escape from me! Try to run when your legs are stone!
Koopa shoots a red bolt in the direction they ran out. Interior castle hallway outside of dungeon door day. They run down the hallway. Luigi, trailing, looks back to see the red bolt coming at them like a laser-guided missile.
Look out!
Mario, Toad, and Hildy dive through the door to the dungeon, but the bolt hits Luigi just as he's going through. Interior dungeon staircase day. As Luigi staggers down the steps, his feet creak and harden. Then his legs begin to ossify. Seeing his distress, the others race back to see him.
He's turning to stone.
Mario! I can't move. Leave me. Take Hildy.
What are you talking about? Brothers don't leave brothers.
Now his whole body, except for his head, is stone.
I thought there was a rock in your shoe.
Mario hefts the stones Luigi, staggering under the weight, carrying him down the stairs.
Yeah, you're getting to be a big rock.
My brother loves me.
Yeah, but don't let it go to your head.
And now Luigi's head turns to stone. His lips are the only thing that's still flesh.
Mario, remember the fisherman and the genie.
And with that, his lips turn to stone, silencing him. Interior castle hallway outside dungeon door day. Mugger leads a squad of troopers quickly down the hallway and through the doorway to the dungeon. Interior dungeon hallway day. Toad, Hildy, and Mario, carrying Luigi, hurry through the dark, dank, stone-lined passageway, splashing through foul water that drips from the ceiling. Suddenly, two chain chomps spring out of the darkness, nearly chomping on Hildy, who screams, jumping back. A chain chomp looks like a cannonball with teeth, tethered on a heavy chain that's anchored to the wall. The chomps, tethered on opposite sides of the wall, growl at them like they're rabid pit bulls straining on a leash, blocking their way. We hear the running footsteps of the troopers coming.
We're trapped.
Hildy surveys the situation and an idea hits. She jumps forward within reach of two chomps, inviting them to strike. When they do, she jumps up and they miss.
Hey, what are you doing?
The chomps strike again. She jumps up. They miss barely. She lands. They strike and chomp. Their teeth chomp on each other, interlocking like antlers on a sparring stag.
Not bad. Not bad.
Toad and Mario jump over the interlocked chain chomps and hustle down the passageway to a stone-lined spillway that slopes down. Greenish, yucky-looking water streams down on it. The troopers round the corner and see them. Mugger stops his men.
Rotodiscs.
The troopers reach into their shells, bring out a particularly evil-looking weapon, a rotodisc. The gleaming steel disc with a razor-sharp edge. The four troopers throw them like frisbees, one right after the other, at Mario, who hears the whizzing sound, turns and sees the discs coming at him, and thinking fast, he jerks the stone Luigi in front of him, using his brother as a shield. Zing, bing! The disc hits the stone, Luigi's chest, and bounces off. Zbing, zbing, zbing! Mario moves Luigi right and left, deflecting each of the discs away. Carrying Luigi, Mario hurries to the spillway as the troopers splash down the passageway toward them. Mario puts the stone Luigi down in the muck at the start of the spillway.
Everybody get on Luigi. We'll ride him down. Come on.
They climb on Luigi as if it were some kind of a log ride. Toad at the feet, Mario at the head. As the troopers near, Mario shoves off and inside the spillway, away they go, shooting down the spillway at terrific speed, screaming as they go. Interior at spillway entrance. Mugger looks into the spillway. They're headed for the River of Fire. Oh, that's right.
They're headed for the River of Fire.
Mugger motions and his troopers follow them back the way they came. Interior inside the spillway. In the hairiest thrill ride ever filmed, Mario, Hildy, and Toad flash down the spillway and finally shoot out of the spillway, opening in the castle's underground foundation. Finally stopping where Luigi's legs, with Toad on them, are hanging over a cliff where the spillway drops off like a waterfall into the boiling, bubbling river of lava below. Luigi's rigid figure teeters for a second, about to tip over into the lava, taking Toad with it. Mario pushes back on Luigi's shoulders, righting him. Toad scrambles up Luigi's legs to safe ground. Hildy points off screen. Look! We see a rickety rope and slat suspension bridge that goes over the river of lava. Interior iron door and passageway. Troopers open an iron door leading to interior tower staircase. Inside the tower is a circular staircase that winds down, down, down into the bowels of the fortress. The troopers run down the winding steps.
Why walk when you have the power to?
Koopa levitates out into the airspace at the center of the tower, holding his crown on his head.
Fly going down.
With a flick of his wrist, he shoots downward like a rocket. Interior River of Fire. Toad in the lead, Hildy, then Mario lugging Luigi. Start across the bridge over the river of lava. The weight of Mario and the stone Luigi cause the wooden slats to strain and crack. A slat breaks. Mario's foot goes through. He teeters with Luigi.
Luigi, after this, you're going on a diet.
He regains his balance, continuing across the bridge. Interior close on iron doors at the bottom of the castle foundation. They blow open with explosive force and Koopa steps out. Interior close on the bridge. Toad, Hildy, Mario with Luigi are 3/4 of the way across when they hear the booming voice of
Going somewhere?
They turn and see Koopa standing on a cliff overlooking the river behind them.
I don't believe so.
He blows a tremendous gust of wind at them, knocking them down, causing the bridge to swing violently, almost tossing them out. Close on Mario as he hangs on, he brings out the locket.
Open, will ya? Tell me how to beat this guy.
The locket opens as the wind dies and the bridge steadies. A ball of white light comes out of the locket and it's Wotan's face that appears.
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do you want? You said the secret to beating Koopa is in this locket.
I lied.
You lied? Great time to tell me.
The power is not within the locket. It is within you.
Mario ponders that. Then the white ball of light turns into a luminescent butterfly that flits away. Mugger, Beetleman, and the rest of the troopers arrive next to Koopa. Mugger signals and the troopers go after Mario, but Koopa stops them.
I'll deal with this personally.
On the bridge, Mario directs Hildy and Toad to take Luigi.
Drag him to the other side, quick.
You can't beat him. He's invincible.
Aren't you a real confident builder? Take him.
Toad and Hildy drag Luigi to the other side. Koopa rocks imperially to the start of the bridge. Mario comes back to the center of the bridge, facing him.
You humans!
The voice came from behind Mario. He whirls to see that Koopa is suddenly on the bridge behind him.
Are so pitiful.
Now the voice is ahead of him. Mario whirls to see that Koopa is also ahead of him on the bridge.
So easily fooled, so easily fooled. Am I the real king?
That's
Am I
Nelson.
the real king?
Nelson and Carolyn.
Or am I?
Mario looks at both of them.
Oh, never mind. Hey, beats me, but it should be illegal to copy that face. That ugly.
Flashing with anger, both Koopas throw fireballs from their hands at Mario, who ducks, and the fireball from Koopa ahead of him hits and dissolves the fake Koopa behind him. The fireball from the fake Koopa passes harmlessly through the real Koopa in front of him. Mario rises, pocketing the knife. He grins at Koopa, having won that round.
Woo. Nice parlor tricks. But how about you and me settle this? Mano a mano.
As you wish.
Suddenly, Koopa's left arm shoots out, elongating 10 feet, grabbing Mario by the throat. The arm retracts, bringing Mario face to face with Koopa.
It's all in the wrist.
Mario hits Koopa with a tremendous uppercut, sending Mario 50 feet upward. Mario falls, just managing to hang on, grab the bottom support rope of the bridge. He hangs dazed, suspended 30 feet over the bubbling lava. Toad, seeing Mario in trouble, starts to run onto the bridge to help.
Stay out of this, Toad.
Koopa waves his hand, sending a bolt of energy at Toad, knocking him back 10 feet on his butt. Koopa waggles his finger, sending a bolt of lightning to sever one end of the rope that Mario is hanging onto. Mario falls 5 feet and now hangs on a single strand over the lava. Suddenly the thought hits. Something Luigi said. It all becomes clear.
Fisherman and the genie.
Koopa walks to where he's standing directly over Mario, aiming his finger at the single strand that holds him.
Now die, little man.
What? What did you call me?
Koopa hesitates.
Little man? I've got a mind to come up there and kick your scaly butt.
Koopa just chuckles.
You think that crown makes you big? Hey, I admit it. I've got a problem about my height. I'm a little touchy about it. But I know I'm bigger than you'll ever be.
I'll show you big.
Koopa suddenly grows larger to where he's 8 feet tall, but the crown on his head doesn't grow. It becomes proportionally smaller. The slats under him creak with the added weight.
Impressed?
Frankly, no. If I had that crown, I really make myself huge.
Angry that Mario isn't impressed, Koopa shoots up 12 feet high. The crown is now very small, sitting on top of his head. The slats creak even more, ready to break. Beetlemen watching with the troopers realize Mario's ruse.
Beetleman?
Oh. That's what I get for making comments.
109 of the PDF in the middle.
Your Majesty, stop. It's a trick.
I know that, you imbecile.
Koopa levitates 2 feet in the air, taking all the weight off the slats, and he laughs cruelly at Mario.
Thought you could outwit me?
Not at all, not at all. By the way, your shoe's untied.
Koopa looks down. The crown slips off his head, clattering to the bridge.
Ah!
Without the crown,
My crown!
has no supernatural powers, so he suddenly shrinks back to normal size and, hovering for a split second, realizes he's dead beat.
Save him.
My crown. My crown. Help me! Help me!
He crashes down through the slats, falling, grabbing the end of the rope that Mario hangs on.
Save him.
Mugger stops the troopers.
No, let him be.
Mugger glares at Beetleman, who shrugs and nods. Yeah, let the bastard be. Mario hangs on the rope 10 feet above Koopa. Koopa starts pulling himself up, hand over hand toward Mario. But Mario remembers the knife in his pocket. He flicks it open with his teeth and begins sawing the rope under him. Koopa sees this and he starts climbing faster toward Mario, who frantically saws at the thick rope. And just as Koopa is inches away from reaching Mario, the rope is severed, and Koopa plunges straight into the river of bubbling lava. Mario breathes a big sigh of relief. It's over. But from beneath the boiling lava rises a huge wraith-like fiery head of Koopa. Mario sees it and scrambles up the rope as the fiery Koopa rises to consume him. Mario reaches the bridge and the man's fiery head rises level with him, its mouth open and shooting flames.
Hey, Koopa, stick a fork in it.
The Koopa head stops spewing fire, looks at Mario with a surprised, huh?
You're done. Game over.
Realizing that he's lost, Koopa wails, spitting the last burst of flames out and collapses into the lava forever. Mugger raises his arm in celebration.
Koopa's dead. Finally, we are free.
The troopers cheer. Mugger looks to Beetleman, wondering where the sorcerer's allegiance now lie.
I never really liked him, you know. Too bossy.
Toad jumps in victory.
He did it! He did it!
Luigi's stone face begins to crack and fall away, revealing Luigi underneath. Hildy kneels at his side as Luigi opens his eyes, coming out of his stone sleep.
Gee.
She kisses him and Mario stands next to her.
How you feeling?
Luigi raises an arm, bends it, and the stone shell falls off.
Little stiff.
A luminescent butterfly lands on a rock, and Wotan materializes.
You did well, Mario.
No, thanks to you, Merlin.
Watch what you say.
He waves his wand, and his appearance is transformed. Gone are the beard and the clothes of the wizard. He now wears a royal cloak and the crown of invincibility.
You're speaking to royalty. Nice to see you again, my daughter.
She warmly hugs her long-lost father. Dissolved to exterior meadow out of pipe day. Wotan, the true king of the Mushroom Kingdom, is addressing the throng of his subjects, including Toadstoolians and Yeelas and Mugger and his troopers. Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Hildy, wearing the locket and her Brooklyn clothes, stand before Wotan.
After 20 years in hiding and not shaving, I've been restored to the throne of our fair kingdom, all because of the actions of the two brave.
He gestures to Mario and Luigi. Toad looks at him, hurt.
3 brave warriors.
Toad beams proudly.
And because I've decided to take a new queen.
Walton nods at the buxom barmaid, who blushes.
And produce more heirs to the throne. I have consented to let the princess return to the outer world where her true destiny lies.
Luigi and Hildy exchange smiles.
Now let us bestow great tokens of gratitude upon these heroes.
Here comes a big payoff.
Walton opens a small chest and brings out tiny medals, pinning one each on Toad, Luigi, and Mario. Applause from the assemblage.
Lovely parting gift, Your Royalness, but where's the rest?
You are expecting cash.
You said I'd be infinitely richer after all of this.
In here. Right?
Hildy and Walton move off to say their goodbyes.
Terrific. You get the girl, you get to live happily ever after. I get a badge from a box of Cracker Jacks.
Toad comes to bid the brothers goodbye.
Look, I'm respectable. From now on, everyone will look at me, look up to me, seek my advice. Perhaps I should run for village elder.
Politics. Perfect line of work for a thief.
Gonna miss you, Toad.
Me too.
Yeah, you little fungus. Take care of yourself.
Toad steps away and Hildy rejoins the brothers.
Okay. Can we get back to the real world now? There's a bunch of problems I'm dying to face, including Big Eddie.
Mario, if we can beat a guy like Koopa, we can handle anything in the real world.
Mario, Luigi, and Hildy step to the outpipe opening when the hag from the tree stump steps from the crowd, grabs Mario, and surprises him with a kiss hot enough to melt lead.
Stop it! Are you?
And suddenly the hag is transformed into a beautiful woman.
Are you busy tonight?
Instantly in love, Mario tries to reach out to her, but the rainbow beam of light radiates from the outpipe, enveloping them, and their images are sucked into the pipe.
Oh, God damn it.
Fade out, fade in. Exterior Brooklyn, night. Traffic flows over the Brooklyn Bridge in the distance in Super Brooklyn 3 months later. Interior Italian restaurant night. A waiter pops the cork on a bottle of champagne, filling glasses. At the table are Mario, Luigi, and Hildy.
Here's to us, finally paying off Big Eddie. It wasn't easy.
Damn right it wasn't easy. It's a miracle I'm not in the East River wearing a cement high top right now.
They click glasses. Luigi and Hildy lovingly clasp hands and receive their wedding rings.
Luigi, what are you going to say?
Oh, life is good, Mario.
Mario holds the glass, looking into it.
Sure, it's a festival.
Hildy and Luigi exchange looks, and then
Mario, you seeing anybody?
I'm too busy with work.
There's more to life than work.
Don't start on me, Luigi. I'm glad you two are happy. I got the business, the apartment to clean. There's just no time for,
We see what Mario sees through the glass. A woman sitting alone at a table near the window turned away from us. Mario lowers his glass, staring at the woman. She looks at Mario and smiles. It could be our imagination, but she looks very much like the hag-turned beautiful woman. Mario sets down his glass and gulps.
Excuse me.
Exterior Italian restaurant night. From the sidewalk, we see through the front window. Mario stands and comes to the woman's table. We don't hear their conversation, but Mario introduces himself and she smiles, asks him to sit down. And as they talk, the look in Mario's eyes is of a man smitten by love. We slowly pull back and see the brothers' van parked at the curb, its newly painted side reading Super Mario Brothers Ace Plumbers. And we continue to pull back, rising above the Brooklyn street, the street lamps emitting beautiful, magical halos. The end.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wow. You did it. It was 10 pages longer. I thought it was 105, but it was 115. But hey, yay, that was great. I think that was better than the film we got. I like the film we got, but I think this was better. This is way truer to the video games. For some things.
It was super fun. I'm sorry for in the middle of it, I was trying to fix the audio and bumped a thing that made the script go away. So that's sorry.
No, it's okay. Great job to everybody. If anybody has to go, that's fine. I'm just going to do promotions real quick. So if you have to leave, because I know we've been here for quite some time. I do want to say thank you to everybody for participating. These are always very fun. So if anybody has anything to promote, now's the time. And like I said, if not, feel free to head out so you're not sitting here for promotions. So anybody? Yes, Michael and then Tasha.
Every Sunday, catch an Inner City Long Form Improv Jam featuring musical and non-musical improv at 6 p.m. Pacific. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, or 2 a.m. GMT Monday. I don't know if that works for you. And also, noon Pacific tomorrow, catch my Inner City House Team Unicorn Kingdom in Highwire Improv. And Nelson's part of that, so you can catch both of us.
Yeah.
Tasha?
Not improv related, but I recently worked on a film called Curious George Cape Ahoy. It's on Peacock, I believe. So if you're outside of the States, you can probably watch it via a VPN.
Nice. Yay. Anybody else? I'll promote real quick.
This week.
Yeah. I've another script reading for a feature film that wasn't made. It's Superman Lives, which is the Kevin Smith, if you've watched a documentary or videos about it. So it's I hear it's a really good script, so we're going to read that, on what day? No, December 3rd. So if you want to be possibly a backup, because you saw people will drop out at the last minute. So that happens. I'm not knocking anybody. But in case you want to be a backup, if you know you're going to be home that day, you can be a backup. And I got a message for that. But that's it. I really want to say thank you. I think this script was very fun. It probably would be a PG-13 if it was released today with all the cursing and kissing and stuff like that. But I like kissing. Kissing is great. Anyway, so but Mario, I've never seen Mario kiss, and I've played almost all those Mario games. But anyway, that's it. I could talk about Mario.
That was super fun. Yeah. Was this really a movie that was produced, or is it just a script?
It was unproduced. It was supposed to be made in '91. It's a real script from a real person.
It's fun. It's really complicated and exciting to follow.
But thank you. I don't want to keep